All right, this will be session 28. The Siege. I mean, can you tell us what happened last time? How we got here?
I will do my darndest. So we had been summoned to talk to the High Magister. I forget exactly what his name was. I just know he was
Stormblade.
angry. What?
Hornblade.
Yeah, Stormblade? Hornblade?
Hornblade, yes.
Hornblade? Anyway, he had heard of some goings on and wanted us to investigate. Well, I don't think he originally wanted us to investigate. He just knew there was some crap going on,
I think
and
he
then
wanted us to essentially just check in, right? I don't
he
even
wanted us to
remember.
check in, but then some guards like kind of ran in and told him that a tower not far from the city, or a keep, or a soldier camp, had fallen not far from the city, and that he wanted us to like hurry up and go find out what happened. So after kind of not really wanting to, some of us didn't really want to, some of us were just kind of like, well, we're honor bound to do this. He sent us with a couple guards to go check it out. We didn't find much until we ran into some kobolds, managed to capture one and send it back with one of the guards. Wandered around out in the snow for a bit until we found the passage of a rather large army. From what we could tell, it was a pretty wide trough in the snow that many, many feet had trampled down. As we got back to the city, it was pretty much just starting to be under siege. And not that our characters know, but there's some source of magic here that needs to be protected. Hornblade is really not sure. The city's held up before, but he's not sure if it will this time. Everybody's in a bit of a panic. God knows what's going to happen. So we have to figure out if we're going to attempt to stay and defend the city or run away with our tails tucked between our legs. Which at this point may be the best option. That's what I remember. Like I said, it's been a couple weeks now, so it's hard to get all the finer details.
Yeah, I think as a summary, that's sufficient. So basically, the last things that happened was you guys returning to Silvery Moon and just getting let into the city itself. When you went into the city, you saw like loads of guards standing behind it, kind of battle ready, getting battle ready, and then you started to hear some horns, right, and an explosion upon this magical barrier that so far you just saw it shield basically from the bad weather that is on the outside. Any other additions anybody wants to bring up?
I mean, we did get some neat little trinkets that do stuff. Well, Thorin and I did, but I think you have to be in the city or within a certain distance for them
to work.
Mm-hmm. Yep, only the good eggs got them.
I wash my hands.
I'm ready to punch stuff. Let's do this.
All right. So you see basically as this explosion happens at the side. Why is the sound so? Is it so low for you too? No, it gets louder a little bit. All right. So as you see the explosion on the side, and this kind of half bubble kind of turn from this semi-translucent form, which was just looking like a half bubble, now turns into these hexagons, right? That kind of connect each other, and as the explosion kind of happens, as the shield kind of absorbs the power behind that, and everybody kind of instinctively ducks all around you guys. Quickly, however, recovers, and you see like an officer of such kind of starting to shout some orders around. Another thing that you might realize is that the this shield. Where it got hit, aside from these geometric forms that appeared, you see like a wave ripple through it of change of colors, basically. Right where it was like translucent before, you basically see like some different shades of color, like blues and greens and reds, kind of ripple through it and suddenly slowly disperse as they kind of go away from the point of impact. And everybody around you gets pretty hasty pretty quickly now, starting to run around. Start to bar the door behind you guys as you now have entered. You start to hear like some shouts and cries deeper out from the city as well. Of people.
Should we go
getting
report to Hornblade as soon as possible then? We're running out of time, so if we need to do anything before shit really hits the fan, we need to go.
Right now, it seems that the people, like the officers that kind of manage their troops right now, are a little bit preoccupied and worry about you, at least on their own terms, right? Like they will not get necessarily.
Would it be better for us to just pitch in where we're needed, or go, check in with him? I mean, I'm pretty sure that he already knows that his city is under siege.
Hard to miss at this point.
We should reunite with Hornblade.
All right.
Yeah, I think if there's any information that we have that we haven't shared, we need to do it now.
Catapults or fireballs hits the wall, we need to put a stop to it.
Yeah, so you see like a few others kind of start to hit the dome, but irregular, not very often at this point, right? And you see, it's very similar to what you saw when like Gandalf fought the Balrog, and the fire is kind of purling down the side of the shield, right?
Mm-hmm. Like the sparks and embers. Right.
You shall not pass. Yeah, okay. All right, so what do you want to do?
I'm gonna go back to the Tavern of Hornblade.
All right,
yeah,
so
we're gonna run and report.
That's all the way through the city, right? Since you're like came in from the western gate.
Yeah, we just hightail it, I guess, like double time as fast as we can get there.
Amen.
Are there any horses next to the thing? If there are, I'm just gonna take one. I don't need to ask for permission at this point. If not, we hightail it, run.
There would be some horses, yes, of course, but I mean, those would be horses with riders.
Didn't we have horses when we went out? Didn't we come back with horses?
No, we left them.
You left
them. We left them with the guards to take back.
And
Oh, that's right. Okay, I wasn't sure. I know we had gone on foot for part of it, but I wasn't sure if we grabbed the horses back again or not.
Yeah, no, but you kind of sent with the kobold prisoner. You sent them back.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Okay,
are there any guys like moving towards the thing that we could hitch a ride with?
I mean, there's a lot of people running around at this point, but among them are soldiers with horses.
Yeah, I'll go over to one horse.
Yeah, flag one down and say, hey, we need to get to speak with.
We need to get to Hornblade, and I show him the.
We have those little badgy things. I mean, I'm assuming they mean something. We could flash those and say.
You mean these things?
Yes.
Yeah, the little coin badge, whatever they are. I don't think they're exactly coins, right? They're like pins.
Pins, yeah. Like it's basically like a there's a pin in the end, which with a hook, where you can hook it into the hook and kind of pin it onto wherever you want to have it, right?
But yeah, I guess I'm assuming they would know what those mean. So flash that and say, hey, we need to get back there as quickly as possible.
No problem. As he sees this, his eyes widen a little bit, and he nods and just jumps down from his horse without question. Absolutely.
Right. We had two horses. It's probably not for the three of us.
Yeah, I could ride with either you or Malin.
Yep.
In my old D&D game, we always put the halflings in the saddlebags.
It's perfect. They like pop out of the saddlebag, throw
Yeah,
an arrow, go back in.
they always had bows, and like they like look out and they shoot their bows.
Take 2 saddlebags and put an halfling in each.
Oh my god, that's
It's
so
like a
good.
tiny version of the war elephants.
Yeah, exactly. It's like tiny little soldiers. All right, yeah, no, two horses are enough for you, absolutely.
Yeah. And we hightail it.
Absolutely. While you are on your way through the city, I mean, you obviously follow this kind of main path, right? Which goes like where 36 is. You hear and see a little bit more of these kind of explosions, like happening among this globe, and you start to see like a lot of people running around, children crying as the mothers kind of grab them and run to their houses. You see a few soldiers kind of run through the city streets, kind of barking orders at their citizens. It's still relatively warm in the city compared to outside. It's still relatively green, but the tone has shifted tremendously, right? It was like usually when you were here, it was relaxed, easygoing. Now, not so much, obviously. You start to also hear a few impacts of these boulders or explosions, fireballs, whatever they might be, kind of hit the side of the walls, and the ground kind of shake as you're still closer towards the city walls themselves. You also see the ripple through
The magical shield.
what do you say?
The magical shield?
Yeah, the ripple through the magical shield, and the colors kind of change in different hues. When you get to,
We need to put a stop to it. But I thought Arnblade will be happy to see you, Malin. Do you have a plan?
I didn't catch half that. There's some static going on.
it's the
I know you're asking me for a plan, but what for?
No.
it's the loud sounds in the background that make it hard to understand.
Yes. Basically, we need to put a stop to it, but Arnblade won't like to see you after you left, right? Do you have a plan for that?
Look, I'm still here, aren't I? If I could have ran ages ago. Either he can deal with me being there or not.
All right, Les. It's your prerogative.
Thorin, before we go in, more importantly, do you still trust me?
It just looks at you. You saved me and my family, homeless. I will go with you to the ends of the earth.
All right, then. Let's go see what we can do for the city, then.
Not.
All right, as you come around the corner and enter this big plaza, this big place in the middle of the city, you start to see a lot of soldiers here as well. However, these soldiers are, every one of them, you see here at least most of them, that kind of start to kind of move into formation here, are cavalry. All of them have horses, and they're like 50, 80 of them or so. And they kind of seem to be getting ready for something.
I know enough about Warrior to know that they're preparing to sally out and deal with whatever outside, and they're gonna need us at the forefront. So I just sigh as I hold this to myself, and I'll go speak with Hornblade to hear the news, and I'll pretend to be surprised.
Just like speaking to yourself. Oh wow, really?
To be honest, this is nothing new for Thorin. This is what got him in trouble in the first place.
You don't say. All right, but you make your way through and get towards the Silvery Moon Keep itself with their imposing towers. I'm not gonna get into how it exactly looks since I did already kind of describe it in the past, right? These kind of unicorn gargoyle-like things on the battlements and stuff. Yeah, and you kind of in full riding, go towards the gates.
As I leave, I approach one of the guards. I'll give him the coin. Yeah, there. I need you to go. If you're prepared to sell out, go to the stables and get the ram there. Samson's the name. It's in the name of Thorin. Go.
He looks at you, nods, and kind of turns around.
I'm not going without my ram.
You can ram it up. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. So yeah, basically standing in front of the keep at this point. And this is like 10 minutes ago, right? Since you entered the night.
After that, I go in. I think, from what I know, the medals should allow us passage without needing the magical things.
Mhm.
Except for Malin.
Do we have to take a hold of Marlene so we can drag her through with us?
I don't think that will work, but you can try. Otherwise, I'll speak with the receptionist.
For love, you guys go in and you start the meeting. I can go talk to the receptionist if I have to.
Your choice.
Just be ready with an apology because he was pretty cranky when we left.
Again, like
I think you should try and
there's
make
no
him.
reason he should be angry at me right now. He's got bigger issues to worry about, and I haven't ran off yet. So
And like Rhoda. So yeah, I'll speak with the receptionist later in. If he's there, or her.
Yeah.
So you go to the receptionist first.
Sure.
well, let's
Well,
see
she
if we
said
can
she would
come
get
in.
herself in.
Yeah,
If we
you
just
guys-
went.
Time is of the essence. You guys go to the door. I'll deal with the receptionist.
Yeah, Golda would just head in. She would just be like on a mission, literally.
If I can't get in, I'll wait for you outside.
All right, Les, your choice.
I was
Just-
Okay,
just
and I'm gonna bolt it to try and get access in.
I was just waiting for you guys trying to ride in directly into the keep, and then her just like stopping.
Falling off the horse.
It's like thunk. Nope.
Like in one of those cartoons where they ride into the fake tunnel and the roadrunner
Yeah.
goes in, but the coyote hits the wall. Yeah.
Exactly. Pretty much like that. Yeah, but again, like the dwarf and the halfling with their short, stubby legs kind of make it inside the keep. You kind of at this point, obviously know your way. And Marlene, you kind of go around the corner to the office receptionist
Yeah,
guy.
I'm sprinting.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can just like slam open the door, and he kind of looks at you as he's already kind of starting to pack his stuff. Grabbing a few papers here or there.
You
Looking
know
up
who I
at you.
am. I need access.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Persuasion.
He looks at you like wide-eyed. But what? Didn't you?
Your city is on fire. Give me access so I can help.
Yes, yes, yes. He kind of opens the drawer and just throws you one of these pins.
Okay, and I'm as soon as I've got it, not even a goodbye. I'm bolting it after the others.
Done.
I
And you
can
actually
probably
would.
catch up with them.
It's a
Yeah.
halfling and a dwarf. It's not even a fair fight.
They're just like running as fast as they can. You're just like, I'm there, guys.
Yeah, she's there ahead of us, even though she left like 5 minutes
Damn it,
later.
Flash!
It's like the race between the hare and the is it
Tortoise in the hair.
tortoise? Yeah, I wasn't sure if it's tortoise. Yeah, tortoise and
I
hare.
can dash 100 feet, so keep up, guys.
Yeah, but you get there and you see the two guards that were in front of the doors when you got there and when you left are not there anymore.
Now let's hope he's still home then.
I'll go over and I'll knock quite heavily on the door and at the end on the handle as soon as he decides to open it.
Yeah, the door, as you knock the door, you would already see that it's a little bit ajar.
Okay, then I knock as I enter.
Yeah, you open the door and you see Taryn standing there, but he's not alone. He's not alone. He has a few other apparently mages, like long bearded kind, pointy head kind of style going on, I guess. Standing there and kind of they are discussing something like in a heated debate as you kind of enter. You three kind of enter and he kind of turns around, looks at you, quizzingly.
We return from the mission. Where should we take place next?
He kind of turns around before kind of going towards you, kind of turning around to his colleagues, his pupils, his whatevers, right? And kind of gives them a few more stern commands before you kind of before they start to leave, rush past you, and Tan kind of follows them, coming towards you, and kind of nods and says, "Yes, I was just on my way to interrogate the prisoner you procured."
Well, let's hope he's got more. We'll give you more information than they did us. They speak his tongue, but all I did was rant and rave about how we'd pay for our, we'd be crushed under the feet of their army.
I will learn of some of their leaders' names, but not that will help us here. I see soldiers outside. What are you planning? Or is that with the guard captain?
You mean like me as a dungeon master right now? Outside the doors, there were no soldiers, right?
The ones that were forming up for the charge.
I thought they were
no,
outside. If they're not outside, where were they?
Yeah, no. You're at this point. You're in the keep, right? You're in here. And the guards were forming up. They were forming up like there.
Okay.
In the big plaza.
I tell about the guards in the plaza then.
Yeah. He kind of looks at you and says, like, the captain, come. Do you want to follow me? Going towards the Kobold prisoner, or do you have other plans? As he kind of starts to move past you guys, basically.
I'll follow you. Might as well. Whatever they're shooting at the walls, we need to put a stop to it, though. It'd be great to know what it is.
Maybe we can get that information out of him.
He nods and says, "Yes. The shield, the Mythal should hold this fire, but I don't think they come unprepared. We need to find out what their plan is."
If I know anything about this cult, is that they're always prepared.
Can you tell us anything about this Mythal? You seem really concerned about it. I know you were a bit secretive about it earlier, but...
It is the magic of Silvery Moon itself, the magic that it protects it from weather, from assailants. It is the reason why Silvery Moon still is. When we got attacked 100 years back by the Orcish hordes, the War of the Silver Marshes, and at this point you basically like running downstairs, right?
Is this something that they could get their hands on and make a lot of trouble with, or is it like innate to the, is it stealable?
Not unless they get through me.
So technically yes, but over your dead body. All right. Well, if it's that important, maybe we ought to focus on, how can we protect this thing? Would we be better at your side or out on the field?
First, we need to know if the city is really under threat. We don't know what their plan is. We don't know what will happen. Silver Moon has not fallen yet.
You're pretty confident that these walls will hold?
If we know what's attacking them, aye.
All right, let's see what this little runt has to say. She's saying that from being a tiny little halfling herself. She's not much bigger than the runt.
Not much bigger than the runt. He would then kind of turn more towards you, Thorin, and say about the soldiers. The guard captain said, The guard captain said that they should sally out while others attack from the rear, kind of bait them into one direction, while the rest attacks whatever is attacking us, attacking this city.
Our main point should be to get the whatever CZ engines they're using out of commission. We should aid them in that endeavor.
I agree, but they're just getting ready. We need more information before we send them out there. Kind of referring
Danny.
to the blizzard.
I mean, how much do you know about dragons? I mean, is this a siege engine, or could this be do dragons breathe fireballs? I don't honestly. Golda wouldn't know. I mean, we know that they have dragons on their side, or we're fairly sure that they have dragons on their side.
I mean, we haven't heard evidence of any at the moment, but I mean, it's a storm
Well, I
outside,
mean,
right? It's really
I
easy
thought
for a
the
dragon
moon,
to hide.
kind of had we kind of had the idea when they attacked us that one night that they had a dragon with them.
Yes.
So we
It's
know
very
that
likely.
they have some on their side, but we don't know what this army has.
Kind of stops as you say this. Kind of turns around and says, "Dragons, are you sure?"
We have a fairly good idea that they not sure about these guys, but we know that the ones that tried to kill us a few weeks out had at least one dragon with them.
Why wouldn't they
And
go
we-
another to Silvery Moon?
Let's focus on the kobold. He'll have more information.
Yeah, we
than
could
just
ask the
us
kobold about
hypothesizing.
that. I mean, I'm sure you have some way of making him tell the truth.
Not me, but others. Yes.
All right, then let's ask him. He'd be the one to corroborate.
He nods, and as he kind of turns around and says, "It's a possibility. Could be other things as well." As he kind of gets to the ground floor at this point, kind of hurries over to one a door deeper inside the keep itself, where when you open it, it is much as a dungeon, basically a little bit finer of a dungeon as usually perhaps, but it's still a dungeon nonetheless. You see the kobold bound onto a chair in the middle of the room. A circle is built by soldiers, each of which has his sword drawn, and with both hands kind of put it on the with the tip on the ground. You see another person kind of start to circle this kobold as he sits on the chair. This person in heavier armor than the soldiers. Ornate in some sense, that it has different sigils or more religious signs and symbols on it. You also see that where the circle of soldiers are building around where the soldiers are building a circle around the chair. You see where they stand, where the tips of their blades are basically a small line in the ground, and the circle inside the circle itself, there's a dim light kind of on the ground. As Tan just charges into the room, and this person in the armor with the religious stuff on it kind of turns around and moves over to him outside of the circle.
Nothing wrong here. Geneva Convention doesn't exist.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Exactly.
Yeah. What do you want to do?
Watch, kind of maybe a little bit appalled because, I mean, they're not really torturing it yet, but Golda doesn't really know she knows magic, but she doesn't know.
She's perfectly normal. If they're just talking to each other, not interrogating the kobold, I can.
Right now, not. Right now, there's no one asking the kobold. He's just tries to wriggle and wring himself, and looking in every direction.
Okay. I'll just approach the kobold. You failed. You know it, and so do I. What do your people do to those who fail? They kill them. Your only choice.
As you approach the kobold and step inside the circle, you immediately feel that you cannot tell a lie anymore.
Okay. You know it, and so do I, that if you return, you're dead. Your only chance is to work with us. Tell me, what are their numbers, and do they have any dragons?
The dragons have awoken. We will rise with the dragons. Yes, there are dragons.
How many? What are their colors?
All the colors of the rainbow. But with us are the strongest, the best, the pristine, the divine. Yes, the divine. By the way, you realize that the people outside of the circle who cannot speak Draconic cannot understand a word that's being said, other than the stuff that Thorin is saying. Thorin, you understand what he's saying, although he's still speaking Draconic with you. I don't know if you speak Draconic, but in the
No, I do not.
yeah, well, you would still be able to read. So that's a little bit surprising, maybe, perhaps, maybe not. For you to decide.
Spare me the holy bullshit. What I need to know is their size and their number. Precise.
They are grand. They are greater than you, greater than everything that I have ever seen. They will crush you. Your world will burn. Your world will burn. The Dark Knight was right.
What about you? You think you'll live? Tell me, what can I see this
Yeah.
track? What siege weapons do they have?
They have the same siege weapons that they used on Nesmi. They have the same siege weapons that they used on the elves. They have the same siege weapons that destroyed everything that stood before them.
And those are?
Your doom.
I
You're
just
gonna have
look
to
at him.
ask him really specific questions. He can't lie, but he also can tell, like,
You don't know that. You're still on the outside.
okay, but yeah, I don't know.
I mean, you can understand
Well,
what he's saying.
well,
right?
Emmy speaks it. Yeah. I'm gonna look to Emmy and say anything I should know. Anything important yet?
He's just ranting and raving like before.
Our
Should
time
I
has
rough him up?
come.
I don't know if roughing him up would really help. I don't know what they intend to do with the, like, she doesn't she's not as well versed in, she knows parlor tricks, but she doesn't know what the sigil on the floor means at all. So she
That's
doesn't.
religious. That's not magic stuff. by the way,
Yeah.
so.
She's not religious either, so she doesn't know what's going on with the stuff on the floor. So she's kind of.
What has come is the time for your finger, and I'll break his pinky. I want to know what the siege equipment is.
Okay. Give me a intimidation check then.
All right. Hopefully, I have advantage.
You break your own finger, don't you?
break your own figure would be more convincing.
That bad? Wow.
No,
it
not
wasn't that bad. It's just.
No, it wasn't that bad. It's just like, now think about what I would do for you against you. If I do this to myself.
Imagine you were me.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, ah! This is nothing. This is nothing. Respia will kill you. Respia will kill you. They're setting up as we speak. They're setting up as we speak. Your time is running. You're wasting your time. Ah!
All right. Let's see what I have here. Rope. Rope pipe with one of these. Huh. Could do with that. I'll grab him, like, by the throat. I want to know what the siege equipment is. And I pull out the healing potion. Or I can do this all day.
He's like, ah, we don't need anything equipment.
Speak in proper language.
He can't.
You're strangling him. He can't talk.
As I do let him go and like grab three of his other fingers on the end.
We don't build siege equipment. We don't need it. We are dragons.
So is the dragon. Gulda would ask. So it's a dragon fireballing the dome.
What's his name?
He just, as you say this, Gulda, you're small, you're outside the circle, someone has just 3 fingers of him in his hand, is like basically threatening to break them. He's just very focused on Thorin at this point. Sorry. What did you
What's
say?
his name of the dragon that's doing this?
You know nothing. No dragon is doing this.
Dragon. He can't lie. He told you it's what. Then there's several.
I'm going to go ahead and enter the circle.
Okay.
And
As you enter, you immediately would also realize that you cannot tell a lie.
Okay. Thorin, what information have we found out so far? I can't understand a word that this idiot is saying.
They have dragons. I'd basically tell her. No need. You were here, right, as a player?
Do you mention the elves, though?
Yes, that they use the same things to attack the elves, the Nesmi, and everyone else. It's the same army.
Okay.
So it's the same one we met down south at Eskimir. Very likely.
Well, I wasn't there, so I'm going to...
You were there.
I'm going to
You were there. That was
shot
shortly
by
after
their
we met you.
arrows. You tasted the poison.
Mike,
If you remember, because I failed the stealth check.
Mike.
Is it better?
Mhm.
Okay, I know what it is.
I'm sorry, I don't remember an army in the south.
When you joined,
It was
before
right
you went to
before you
Fire
went
Emerald,
into the
In front of
dwarf.
Firehammer Hold. You got shot.
Oh, so south of here, not south.
yes.
Okay. I'm going to turn on this kobold, and I have my quarterstaff like up against his neck, like I'm about to just finish him off. And what happened to the elves?
They got what they deserved.
And what was that?
Yes, we'll soon see when the city falls.
You have nothing to lose. You might as well tell us now.
I have nothing to lose. You're right.
Why not take the opportunity and gloat? Tell us what you know.
I can tell you that outside your city gates, outside your precious city gates, outside this atrocity, our army lies in siege, getting ready to storm it.
How do they intend on getting into the city?
Do you hear this? Don't you hear this? And again, like you would at this point, you would like sometimes. It's not like a barrage of explosions, right? It's not it. But sometimes you would hear this muffled. Goof. It's another.
who? Or what is doing it?
So what, you intend on just breaking the shield? Is that your grand plan?
The animals of the master will squash you. The Black Knight has proclaimed it. He leads us. He will lead us to victory. He will
Who is the
destroy you.
Who is the Black Light? Who is the Black Knight?
Scrimjar does not know. He is the Messiah.
All right then. What is the Black Knight besides your precious Messiah? Ha! Okay, I'm thinking back to when we were ambushed, and I'm going to briefly describe the man that banished me. Was that the Black Knight?
He only goes to kill. I'm not dead.
Well, he certainly tried. I
And
look
if-
over to Thorin and shrug my shoulders.
He would continue to say, let me see. He would continue to say, Graknoshk and Borax will crush you. Your lowly humans are not being able to stand up to these apex warriors.
These two that you mentioned, are they dragons or what are they?
Yes, they are. Dragons in the likeness of you.
Dragon.
I
Of dragons.
such a thing exists?
It's rare, but I've heard of it.
Okay. Well, Marlene's never seen a dragonborn, so she doesn't know really
It's not
what
a dragonborn. It's an elf dragon. They're different.
Well,
Well, she hasn't seen any of those. That's for damn
Well-
sure.
different schmifferent. Not really that much different, right?
Elf dragons are quite a bit more powerful. Dragonborn.
Well, the main difference between them is that they have dragonbones don't. At least most of them.
They're also much more bound by their alignment
Mm-hmm.
due to the closer connection to Dragonkin. Why have your people besieged the place? What are you seeking here?
Don't understand a word.
Why have you besieged this place? What do you seek here?
Still can't understand shit.
You're really roboty.
Better?
Mm-hmm.
Why have you besieged this place? What do you seek here?
To destroy you. Your time is over. The rise of the dragon dawns.
I just scoff. This guy's too idiot to know where they're attacking here.
Maybe he doesn't know.
Yes. Yeah, I know he's not lying, right? So that's why I scoffed. You know, he just doesn't know. There's obviously a reason. You don't go to a big city like this just to destroy it. The bigger risk. Unless you're really stupid.
How many soldiers are outside the city?
No soldiers.
How many attackers?
Enough to wipe this place. Little enough to not get caught by your stupidity. You call this your lands, and you don't even realize us moving through it. You're blind, and soon you are dead.
Well, that goes for you as well. Either way, either your kin kill you, or we will.
Then I die. For the greater good.
The greater good. As if you ever believed in such thing. You're doing this war for profit, your own, no one else's.
Without warning, Simon, I'd like to create the sound of a dragon roaring right behind the kobold's ear.
Interesting. Give me
I just want to give him a real good scare.
give me a performance check, please.
God. Where's performance on here? It's with all the charisma shit that I'm no good at.
As you do, everybody in the room kind of just ducks down You see the swords that were pointed on the ground. None of them had commented anything that you said thus far, right? Kind of just like the rise immediately as they kind of turn towards where the sound comes from. The kobold doesn't get scared. He seems to relax as he hears this and just starts to smile.
Interesting.
I like grab
I
his
thought you'd
head,
have a different
and I'm
reaction.
doing real close, and I just whisper to him, "Why do you think you're the only one who has dragons on his side?"
Because we will win.
Well, can tell you're not while this dwarf lives. And I'll leave the circle. I'll tell to Warnblade what we learned, that the army came through, we attacked everything else. The kobold is too stupid to know why they're attacking the city. They do have dragons. It's likely that they have several here. And they're probably what's attacking the walls at the moment.
Still working.
Since he said it were no weapons, no siege weapons.
He said they don't need to build them, right? That's what he
Yes.
said.
That he carried with them.
So they're maybe using magic or
Yes,
monsters.
either magic, but dragons can cast magic, so it's probably the dragons. But if not. Also, they have elf dragon warriors.
Hornblade would kind of turn towards you. Look at the
From what I know,
kobold.
they're the same ones that we mentioned back at the meeting. Remember? At Waterdeep. We mentioned we saw one next to Fire Emerald going their way north. They were right. There's me first, now they're here.
Yeah, at this, he's listening to you. You kind of get that, but he's just looking at the kobold, and you just see his lips kind of move silently.
I step away as I think he's doing something. I mean, I'm not blocking his sight. So.
No. No,
I'm
I
still
would get out of line with sight.
It's just like with the dogs when there's like a fence, like
Yeah.
I'm still standing there with my quarterstaff at this kobold's neck, like,
yeah.
or waiting
Might
for
get
orders
spattered.
to kill him.
He seems to be cackling. The kobold is cackling at this point.
You're in the splash zone, Marlene.
About a minute or so passes with no one moving. Some of the soldiers that stand there kind of still look around, a little bit confused. And then Tan's kind of fixated look kind of goes back to you, Emmy. Oh, sorry, Gulda, and you, Thorin.
Mhm.
He nods. Follow me. We have something to discuss.
Not.
And it's just like starts to leave, move directly into the next room. No, like just some privacy, basically, right?
Does Mullen
If
come with
Golda
us?
and Thorin are leaving, I'm going to try and follow. I'm going to try and follow.
Okay.
If I see you two going, yeah.
All right. So as you, Marlene, enter the room, he just wanted to start to say something as he kind of turned around, looks at you. He says, "Why are you still here? Made it pretty clear that you didn't want to help us."
Well, clearly you need able fighters right now. I don't think you can afford to be picky.
That is why I asked you in the first place.
I think we have time to discuss that another time. At the moment, you have bigger issues.
Now,
And
I'm sorry, Mullen, but I think you need to explain yourself. You obviously didn't understand the gravity of the situation.
no, clearly I didn't. And right now,
Then Elf,
My-
then tell me this. Why are you here right now?
I point to Thorin and Golda because I trust them.
Would you die for them?
She practically has.
There've been a couple of close calls, actually. Yeah.
It's true.
Would you?
Yes,
Good.
I think I would. And I'm sorry I did not extend that trust in our earlier conversation. Perhaps if you'll allow me to earn it again.
Perhaps you will. Very soon. Now. You 3 are better soldiers than any of the soldiers of this city. I do not know of your abilities specifically, so it is still for you to decide where you think you will help the most. We learned a few more things about what they plan to do, even as nebulous as it sounded. But there's still information missing. As I see it, you have different kind of options. You could stay here with us, probably the safest bet. Defend the city from within. If you're feeling adventurous, if you agree with me that we need more information, you could leave the city, sneak into their camp, find out what they want to do, sabotage their attempts if possible, kill their leaders if possible, and return. This for sure sounds dangerous, but it is your decision.
I'll look to the others. There's only so much we can offer while staying here. I've done this once before.
I know for a fact that you're not very sneaky, Sir Dwarf. I'm not sure about trying to infiltrate their camp unless we could disguise ourselves as. But I don't know what their army consists of.
If you give me a chance to rest, I can make him sneakier.
A disguise shouldn't be a problem.
We have several mages in town. They could arrange it. It would still not fool a dragon, but as long as we steer clear of them.
As long as you don't talk your way out of your disguise. It's a possibility. You could sally out with our troops to attack their camp, their army head on, lure them away while others try to deal with this siege equipment, like shrug at that, right? Like something is doing it.
Yeah, we're not really sure if it is siege equipment.
As far as you know, it's some kind of magic or dragons. We should probably get in on that. If your soldiers are equipped to deal with that, not having much success.
It would probably be better, but it is an alternative. If you think it would be better.
Do you think it would be better to try to get a better captive than that foolish creature?
I don't think we have the time. At the moment, we need to deal with the siege, right? So I'm going to speak a little bit off color, so you don't have to do the accent. But the best two options we do seem to have is either to infiltrate their camp with some magic and try to deal with the leaders, because they will give us real information about this, and we can cripple the army at the same time. Or we can go with the part of the army that goes from the backside and try to deal with whatever is attacking the walls. Those seem to be the two best. Staying here and waiting.
I think the first option is best, but I gotta tell you guys, like, without Key, there's really very little that I can do.
Yeah, I mean, could we ask him if there's any way that we could, barring game mechanic, like barring being meta, is there any way? Can we ask him about any way to restore? If there's any, I know those badges kind of do it.
But I don't think we can use that part on anyone else, right? It's only self-use.
No, but I would ask him if there's any way that we could, any potions or anything that we could have that would give us a boost to revitalize us, since we've been running ragged all day.
This is probably the first time I've seen those pins, and I'm like, what are those?
Swag.
This is the cool kid's badge.
It was
from the nice guys, not from the class clowns.
Might just
Okay,
have something.
so he would say basically give you guys these 4 options, right? That's what he says. In his mind would be possible ways what you could do. And 4, by the way, is sabotage, assassinate, hold the city, and sell you out, right? Those were the 4 I meant.
I'm up for like subterfuge and assassination because that's what Golda does, but without, like she said, without her key points, unless we have a way of getting, you know, her recharge.
In character. So
Sorry.
that's what he said.
So, real quick, out of character, all I need is a short rest.
That's an hour.
So, if it's at all possible, I need to rest. There is no possible way I can go infiltrating at this point, but I agree that is the best course of action. If there's any preparations that need to be made, give me an hour to just rest.
That's too long. Do I know if the coin, if I pass it to someone else, could she try and use it for a bit? I think it's dwarven related, right? So not for elf. If she was an old dwarf, maybe. Okay.
Hornblade would kind of look at you for a second as you kind of start to discuss on what to do. And then he would speak directly to you, Gulda. What do you think, Gulda, would be the best way to deal with the situation?
To be honest, I fancy the subterfuge and fact finding and assassination if possible. That's always seemed to work for myself and the Harpers, and that would be my go-to for, you know, what I would personally go for.
And you?
You know, you take out the, you pull it up by the roots.
And you, Thorin, Firehammer?
Well, the leaders, yes, are indeed a problem. So is the siege equipment. As long as the army remains, Solomon remains in danger. If we could deal with strengthening its walls, we could cripple them, come up with time, ask for aid. I'd say we sabotage their equipment.
You two, get ready. You, follow me. Speaking towards you, Marlene, right?
Okay. I'm following, half expecting him to blow me up.
It's okay. You're
Unlimited power! Yeah, he starts to kind of move up the stairs again towards his bureau, his offices.
Okay, I look to those two and say, I'll find you.
Yep. He just lifts his hand and he goes outside and sees if he needs anything to prepare, but probably ready.
And Tarn is legging it. He's really going as fast as you can run as well as he is going right now.
Old man.
He's going as fast as I can go?
Yes.
I am impressed.
Yeah. Old geezer. Legging it.
I'm going to look over to him and just say, damn, old man.
But yeah, so you relatively quickly get up to his office, and when he's there, he's just like moving his hair back to its place. Now,
all right.
Before we continue, why did you abandon the city? What was it that made you so sure that leaving would be better than standing by your allies?
Because I wanted to leave to help one of my allies. Rhoda, the magic user, she'd been having problems, and as far as I can tell, the only solution to that was to get her to the High Forest as soon as possible. And so I made that my first priority. As you can see, maybe that was not the best decision I've ever made, but it was my decision, and I will accept whatever it is you deem acceptable for your thoughts against me.
The High Forest, huh?
That was my
Far
understanding,
ways
yes.
away.
I have no further excuses or explanations, my lord. I don't want to pretend that I made the right decision when clearly there are so many things going on. I can only stand by what I said in the moment.
Standing by your friends is noble. There was a time where I was ready to die for a friend of mine.
You say was.
I still am, but I've grown old, white and wise, I guess. Not really wise, but I'm in a position now that I cannot just throw my life away. I have other people to think about than just me. My own blind loyalty to friends. More people depend on me. More people depend on you than you might realize. You're not just a friend who helps his friend in need. People rely on you.
My lord, I've made many mistakes. I'm not sure I'm one to be relied upon.
Well, then let me rely on you.
I will make the absolute most of this then.
Silvery
And try
Moon
not
is
to
a city.
disappoint.
Silvery Moon is a city built upon an older city that came before, city of your people, that came and went with time. One of the remnants of that old ruin is one of its patrons that still gets venerated by us, the new citizens of this place. I already talked with your friends before and made them champion of their respective hitting god, patron, I don't know, patron of this place. If what you said is true, if you mean what you say, Saloon will stand by you, still will guide your strike as long as you stay here and defend Silvery Moon with your very last breath. Protect the city. That's all I ask. He kind of turns around and gives you also one of these pins. Now, let me just...
Well, it's actually quite a lot to ask, but hey.
Microphone, by the way. Where is it? Where is it? The address token, there it is. Where's yours? There's yours. You should be able to derp see it in your OneNote.
Okay, I gotta pull that up. Okay,
Mhm.
I'll look it up. We can keep talking.
For the effects of that thing, right? He kind of gives you this token. It's just like really a pin of metal, right? A tin pin of sorts with this kind of sign engraved on it, which looks a little bit like a unicorn. And over the unicorn, there's a different sign onto it, which is the sign of Selûne herself, goddess of the moon.
I bow and I thank him for the gracious gift.
Now,
Pulling up my OneNote now so that I can see the details here. But
meet your friends at the northern gate. A pupil of mine will be able to help you with your disguise there.
right. Thank you, my lord. I will not let you down. Not this time.
I've got a missile to fortify. And he starts to move deeper into his offices and starts to kind of ascend like a spiral staircase in the back, which goes up, 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 up.
Real quick, Simon, where am I supposed to see the details of this?
Under magic items, it's the Adrath token.
Aha, there it is. All right.
There you go.
Thank you.
Alright, so while she kind of heads towards the northern gates, is there anything you two want to do to prepare for your sallying out?
Well, just the usual stuff. Just the, Golda would probably eat something she probably isn't eating for, grab some rations, grab some stuff.
Don't really care about rations. No,
Well, she'd be cramming them down her throat because I don't think we've eaten since. I mean, we went out and played in the snow and
stress
grabbed kobolds and.
It's stress eating, like
That's kind of halfling, right? Be like, I missed the Levensies and.
slight meta. I know that the guys for the disguises are at the north gate, right? But
Yeah.
asking around, would I find that?
Yeah.
Okay, then that's what I would ask, and I'd prepare to get that because that's what we're doing. Either selling
Basically,
out or
when you ask around, they wouldn't necessarily say like you get disguises over there. They would say like if you want to leave the city, you need to leave there because the eastern gate is not safe. Oh, sorry, western gate is not safe right now.
all right, then that's where I'll be heading with Samson.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Golda might look for Rav, and I don't think she'd take him with her, but she'd kind of just talk to him. If she finds him, talk to him and tell him if anything happens to me, you go back. Not that he'd understand, but you go back to Leeson. He'll know.
Just head back to Leeson. Old Leeson. He's just over in the neighborhood over there.
He'll make it. He's pretty good at. He survived a green dragon. I'm sure he'll be fine.
How about two? He actually survived too, which is funny. Yep. Absolutely.
The mightiest of all dogs. Yeah, he survived. So I was right. It was indeed a dragon.
And I guess she'd probably request a pony or a horse,
It was a green one.
Figure out a pony or horse to replace the dog, since she's going to leave him
Absolutely.
behind.
Okay.
Okay.
So
And
yeah, from the equipment that you want to take with you or not, just think about what you want to take with you, what not.
Stock up
When
on
you-
arrows, that kind of junk.
When you get towards the northern gate and kind of stack up your arrows, Charles Porkins is already there to greet you with his entrusted fellow people. and he kind of nods towards you two, and he says, "I'm still so happy about these names. I don't know. These names make me happy." Um, he kind of nods to you and says, like, "We are to accompany you, to help you with your quest." And by the way, right now there are 8. So mechanically speaking, everybody, if you can control 1, but I added another bar, basically making it easier so you don't have like multiple stuff going on, right?
So I got 240s. Okay.
Yeah, because it's the hit points. Right? You just really need to keep track of the hit points because the rest is the same. Makes sense?
Uh-huh.
So we have what? Do you have another part of?
Yeah.
I'm assuming they have the same stats on their character
okay.
sheet. Like
Yeah,
they
exactly.
just share a character sheet.
Yeah, it's easier that way because it's already like 2
Okay,
character
it's
sheets
the same.
already there. And yeah, they kind of march up. By the way, if you guys realize this, these, if I make them bigger, you see this mark on their tabard. That is actually the sign of
Silvermoon.
Silvermoon. Yeah.
Details.
And as you can see, where with the moon over there and Saloon's tears, they cannot follow the moon. I don't know if you actually realize this, that the night moons of the Forgotten Realms are actually a little bit different than ours, as the moon itself is followed by these comets. They cannot follow it all over the night sky.
Specman.
So
I turn to Golda. Alright. If our objective is to assassinate the enemy leaders, then we're gonna need our disguises.
I thought we were going to disable the siege equipment. Are we going to do both?
I mean, each one of us suggested one, right? But either is fine.
I mean, disabling the siege equipment would buy the city some time, and then we could slip into the ranks. We could
I
try
check
to
my
do-
ad. They'd be very much wary. A second sally wouldn't work. That's why we're doing this all at the same time, I'm assuming. So everything
You know,
else
like I
was
said, I'm a bit concerned about fitting in if they're, since we don't know what their army consists of. But whatever you decide, she's like, I know how to sneak around and be scarce, but I don't know about you. And Marlene is pretty good at it, but she slipped up a few times. So
to answer your question, if you want to take it right now, you can. However, this is a one-off, right? So if you want to take it, you can take it right now, or you can wait. Just works once.
Oh, it just
The-
it's once per
the
day.
token.
It's once per token.
Once per token. Okay, good to know. Thank you.
You don't get this for a lifetime, okay? It's only you.
Got it. Gonna hold on to it then. Thank you.
It's up when you want to use it, but you need to figure out when you want to use it, right? That's what I mean.
Yep.
The main question really is what you value more. If we defeat the siege engines, we will protect the town. If we go for the leadership, we can actually cripple the cult, even if things here go right. But I suggest we go for the siege engines. We're trying to protect the town.
The question is
know,
what is harder to accomplish as well, right?
I think assassination is actually easier because the siege equipment is probably dragons.
If it's dragons, then you're not probably. Well, he said like it isn't a dragon, right? So.
But it also isn't a weapon, so.
Dun dun dun. What might it be?
They have giant lizards that shoot fire out of their mouths. I actually saw them with giant drakes, but they were black, which suggests acid, I think, so not sure.
All right. So.
Right, does Malian arrive anytime soon?
He does.
I'll come up behind you and flash the pin. I'm a member of the club now.
I got my cool badge. All right. So yeah, when you get there, you also see like there's like a train of troops there as well, like 8 people, right? So
Personally, I think
let's say 6, so I don't need to manage them.
okay. So does Malin have any input? I mean, I can have the decision, but I don't want this to be a tyrannical thing, right?
I know
Okay.
mechanically speaking, she said she's not going to be a sneaky deaky with us, so let's just do the siege engine.
I would say maybe if we can sneak back to the siege as best as we can, then take that out. That's the best thing we can do for the city as well as the back lines.
All right, then that's what we're doing. Try to get some disguises so we can approach better, and then
If we
bring
can
the surprise.
infiltrate afterwards, great. If
Yeah.
not, we still make quite a big dent.
I mean, I know
Alright.
Golda's specialty is sneaking, but she's kind of aware that her compatriots are either very unsneaky or exhausted, so she's not going to push their luck.
Yeah, I would say, you know what, whatever sneak we can use, great. If not, then, you know, we're very good at hitting things.
All right. So all sneaky beaky like it is. All right. So since I'm just using like throwaway stupid names right now, the Wizard's Apprentice Gandalf. Just kidding. The Wizard's Apprentice that kind of got an information that got it. Kind of that is supposed to help you guys with your undercoverness. Kind of comes up to you and asks you guys if you're ready. Are you ready? You want to set out?
I think we're ready, as we're
We're
going
as
to be.
ready as we can be, yeah.
Not
Good. Ah. Okay. So he says, he nods and says, "All right, I will help you with your subterfuge, I guess. I don't get names, words. Just remember, we will sally out to draw their main part of their army away from whatever they are doing, so you can do your thing without needing to face the brunt of their army."
your noble risk will not go in vain.
You have half an hour before we sally out.
All right. So they'll start their
After
attack in
music.
in half an hour, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
So they're kind of giving us cover by distracting.
Yes, but we should start when they start their attack, right? If we go before, no bueno.
No bueno. If you get caught before, no bueno too.
Half an hour. That's just not enough for Malin to get a shot.
Well, the idea is that you get into position before that
Yes,
happens.
as well. Okay.
So,
Let's leave.
it's not for you guys to drink pina coladas for half an hour and then go out, right?
Mhm.
All right. So, what's the plan? How you? So, by the way, he then casts a spell on you. There, I should have mentioned that he casts a spell on you, and you look exactly like the kobolds.
Perfect. A kobold, which means we're the bottom of the barrel.
Yep.
Right. I look at everyone's kobold and I try to memorize them. So at least we won't get confused with other kobolds.
I mean, do we have any really distinctive markings? Because I know they kind of paint themselves up.
What do you want to do?
I
Maybe-
imagine
maybe
I would
like-
still have my eye markings.
Yeah, Golda might like grab if we're gonna look like kobolds. Golda might grab something and like paint like an arrow on it, like down our snout or something. So, because to look, I don't know if we're really shapeshifted into them, but like would
George
I don't know.
Toto comes up with the idea to bind bind your arm with a white kind of towel thing.
that makes or some kind of marking or binding or
Like a bandana, like
Yeah.
on the side or something.
All right, let's go. Don't forget our plan is to get in position. Not start this party yet.
All right. So basically, you leave your mounts inside, I assume.
And I guess
Yes.
Golden would probably say, "Hey guys, leave the talking to me because you don't speak Draconic."
Even
If
your
some-
voice is
if-
not exactly like the kobold, right?
No, but she would try her best to sound like
You have
one.
a chance. We don't.
It's better than to say like Dwarvish, "Yar, how are you? How are you, fellow kobolds?"
Exactly. Hey, at least my dwarven beard kobold is looking pretty damn nice.
You have like a French like sword.
Yes. I'm quite refined.
I mean, she probably picked up some of her Draconic watching kobolds do shit. So you
And they have a monocle over the scarred eye.
you were in a top hat too, drinking tea with your pinky raised.
Not that British. Okay. All right. Tally out. All right. What's your plan to infiltrate this? I suggest we try to go sneaky peeky until we get on their backlands, and from then on we just try and walk in. We need to know what they're dealing with, and we need to make a plan to destroy it before the enemy cell is out.
I'm gonna look to Golda and say, "You're the only one who speaks the language, so we're pretty dependent on you."
No
No,
pressure though.
Well, she's just like, look, we're gonna try to avoid, if we can, but if we run into somebody, just keep, play dumb, and I'll try to bluff us out of it if I can.
That'd be
Dumb
bravo.
is very easy for kobolds.
Yeah.
The
I mean,
point.
if we run into other kobolds, I can probably outsmart them, but yeah.
The points that were pointed on the map that the kobolds had that we killed, they wouldn't be nice. They were far away, right? Not near the walls.
They were actually near the walls, yeah.
Okay, would it be like from their positioning? Like, was it encircling the walls?
Mhm.
All right. If this is
I mean-
correct, then these points should be where the siege weapons are.
Is there shit still
It's a long
flying
shot,
overhead?
but it's a
So
shot.
we could judge, not that I would know this as a character, but we could judge the trajectory from.
Absolutely. I mean, these things hit the wall ever so often, right? Or every like 30, 40 or so seconds, one of these explosions kind of hit the side of this shield. The shield, however, there's no change in it thus far.
Do they all seem to be coming from the same area? Like, no,
Two distinct areas.
two distinct areas.
One's
Right,
coming from the west, and one coming from more of a northwest.
Okay.
Okay, northwest is the closest, so I suggest we go there.
Yeah,
we should take a
north-
highway around, right? We
Yeah.
don't want to come from the walls. Pretty suspicious.
Hello, fellow kobolds. How
Yeah,
are
we
you
We
feeling?
could see if we could find the tracks of how they got to where they are and follow those in.
We know where those tracks were.
Yeah, but that would be a long way backtracking because that was like the eastern
Mhm.
western gate.
Doesn't
But
matter.
we
We can
know what
pretend to be
direction
that
we were
group. Really?
We know what direction we were going. They were going from there, and we know where they
Yeah.
are now. We can figure out a position to come in on.
Improvise, guys. Improvise. Okay. All right, let's go. Golda or Malin, one of you guide the way. You don't want the dwarf.
I
Right.
will guide the way, but like the second we run into anything, I'm coming up right behind Golda.
Bryce just said, "Well, fuck. Sorry, I lost track of time working. Just finished for the day." Wait. Oh.
Hey,
Alright.
isn't time to screw up the party.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, selling out you do with your entourage. Move out. So, if I understood correctly, you want to go more in the western way and then kind of approach from the direction from where the others are?
I guess like loop around and see if we can find the tracks that the army used and go in
No,
on
but
those
they
and
ca-
just
they
look
came
like
from the north.
stragglers or something.
They came from the northeast. If you try to go to the west, you'll go run in between them and the walls, right? That's
I thought they came from the west. I thought they came from like the west.
They came
No.
from the west.
oh, they came from the west.
They came from Nesmi. That's west.
Okay.
So if we go
Okay,
north,
then yes, we're going northeast and then try to go the tracks,
we
right?
kind of want to go like if we're going out
So
this
you go
way, we
out.
kinda
You
wanna
go
go
out
that
there,
way.
right? One group is here. One group is here. You basically want to go this way, right? That's how I
Kinda.
understood it.
Okay.
That's how I understood it.
Okay.
Yeah.
sounds good.
We want to walk this way until we find whatever path they were all on, and then
Yeah.
jump on it and pretend we're stragglers or something.
Yeah, that's how I understood it. All right. So who's searching? Who's leading the group?
I think
I'll lead
Maline's-
the group, try and find the tracks and find the path.
You're leading the group, Marlene.
Yes.
she's the only one that knows how to look for that junk.
All right. So as you exit again, you get into the blizzard. Nothing has changed in that regard. Really uncomfortable kind of situation going on there, right?
Mhm.
Making even more uncomfortable now that you are basically up to your nose, your long pointy nose, inside snow.
Oh, it's not an illusion. We're actually physically changed.
Yep.
That's pretty neat, though.
I'm not used to actually being in the snow.
He said to you though that when you start the fighting, the spell will end, right?
Yes.
So.
Which is good. If we were fighting as kobolds, we would could.
But that also means that your equipment is also changed as of right now, at least, right?
Yes.
So there's that. Yeah.
That's
So you make your way. in. Give me, please, survival check, Marlene. Cool. All right. So it takes you 50 minutes, 20 minutes, until you get far enough away, make your berth, not going directly to one of these kind of camps, and find like some footprints. Seems to be from another straggler group, probably not the main kind of host of the army that went through here, but it is some tracks and they definitely go into the right direction. You want to search for more tracks, or do you want to follow them?
I think we just want to follow these.
Is
don't we?
it a lot of tracks, or is it just like a little bit?
It's a small. It seems to be a small group, similar to what you guys are. Kobolds, no big tracks, pushing through the.
I'm willing to bet this is another scouting. Like if it's headed towards where we generally think everybody's going, like this is essentially a scouting group.
Yeah, let's
Like what we ran
look for
into
the
earlier.
main army. I would think.
Okay, I'll do that then.
I mean, I think that's the better bet because if we run into a small group, that means we almost have to interact. If we run into a bigger group, we can just kind of like,
We can just go sneaky beaky.
just
At least you two can.
Yeah.
Essentially, we don't want to interact. Got it.
It'd
Let's
be
go.
great if we could find out what they have so we know how to destroy it, right? If we go there and find out they have siege equipment made of stone, we're kind of, okay, there's nothing we can do. Go out. Oh,
Yeah,
this was
and
for no
we
reason.
don't want to fight. Yeah, and we
Okay.
don't want to end up fighting a little scouting mission and then ending up with absolutely no disguise.
I'd
we need it,
rather
so.
find a big group where we can just blend in because we're less likely to be required to interact.
All right. Then please give me another survival check. DC is 12 at this
Oh,
point.
shit.
Heck, excuse me.
Okay.
Hey, Bryce.
Survival. There it is.
Okay.
Oh,
So it takes you another 10 minutes, which makes it 30 minutes, until you find the bigger tracks. Certainly from at least part of the host, or all of it you don't know, as you don't exactly know what is in the camp, what is expecting you, right?
Ran down it.
What you find as on tracks might be a little bit upsetting or unsettling at least, because it is, aside from some humanoid tracks, some kobold tracks, loads of kobold tracks, it is also fairly big, like T-Resk-esque
Ugh.
tracks from the
I know
size of
those
it.
drakes.
From the size of it. So we're talking like this footprint of this size, right? But is this like a yard, right?
Mhm.
Seems to be
Bella kinda
quadrupedal.
cringes, and she's like, I'm kind of wondering if we're going to be able to disable this siege equipment. She does air quotes.
We're gonna have to try. Either way, it's time. Run.
All right.
The last couple times we faced dragons didn't really go so well.
It's not a dragon. If it was a dragon, it'd be flying.
So, as you find these and kind of throw a quick glance, not having really much more time to search for, as you start to hear horns coming from the south.
It sounds like our guys and not theirs.
Yes, they're starting. So yeah, let's run towards this siege equipment.
Figure out where we are.
All right. So, as you run in following these tracks, it quickly becomes apparent that there's a commotion happening in front of you. You hear like movement of different things moving from your point of view to the right, to the south.
Mhm.
Let's hope we don't
How-
run into our own guys and get killed by them.
That would be rather poetic, wouldn't it?
Hi guys. Oh.
As you get closer and start to hear this hubbub, you also start to see the whiteness, since it's like rather foggy from the blizzard, right? You see the white kind of getting orange and kind of disappears. So it's fairly easy to kind of triangulate, do the math real quick,
It's
right?
there.
And you just, it's there. So that's rather easy to kind of find, to see. Now, as you get closer and closer, you start to see the tracks that you have been following kind of start to fan out a little bit. And Marlene, you're in front with your survival roll. You just suddenly see Marlene in front. Well, the kobold that is Marlene in front just disappear, as her head, that was the only thing that was kind of looming out of the snow, kind of suddenly disappear. Marlene, you just fell into like a trench in the snow that's been dug.
Shh. Come to a screeching halt.
Okay. Am I still falling or like?
No, it's a trench. It's not like a
Okay.
canyon.
All
What is
right.
this, World War One?
Little kobold, big trench. Okay.
We can run across it, but it's likely that we'll find someone.
I'm gonna kind of like. Can I jump and reach the top at all, or?
Yeah,
I still
absolutely. No, absolutely. I mean, it was just like it's. Do you know these dreams when you're dreaming and you suddenly think in the dream that you're falling, that you want to make a step and suddenly the step is not there? For instance, if you go up or down like stairs, and you're just like, that's it, right? That's all that it was. It's just like you thought there would be something. You really had bad vision because of all the snow in your face, and suddenly there was a trench, right? And you just like stepped into air and like landed on your nose. That's all.
I quickly get up before they can come and check on me and like pretend I meant to do that.
I look around. This trench continues, right? It's like for cover from archers, right?
Yeah, it seems to be against cavalry, and to cover for archers, but more against cav, because
Okay,
of
so
the
it's not
cavalry
for
just, like-
people.
no, it's too thin to fit people. Kobolds, yes. Halflings, yes.
Okay, then it's perfect. We should run across it and try to get to the place we need and use it as cover. If it allows. If not, then we'll have to jump.
The thing is much more effective against cavalry if they don't see it, right? Because if the horse steps into it, it just breaks its leg immediately.
Yep.
So. Okay, so what do you want to do? Like you just for the situation, sit rep here. You found basically the outskirts of the camp, or at least the kind of the fortifications of it. You see the first of what you think are maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, or whatever. How many of these siege equipments? About the nearest one is what you can hear, actually, like heavy breathing in echoing through the blizzard, be about 100 yards, 150 yards maybe away. Diagonally.
Like I said,
The
if the
threat-
train goes towards the place we want to go, where the fire camp
No.
is not, then we'll have to skip
Now,
it. And keep going.
it not directly, right? It goes sideways a little bit. You could get a little bit closer, but it's
Okay,
not,
then.
it's not like a tunnel to the direction you want to go. Not that. No.
Okay, then we'll just need to get across it. Come on.
Yeah, and you start to hear sounds of battle in the south. Since the jukebox is a little bit fucked up right now, I cannot give you like sounds of different stuff right now. So I could just give you sword fights or just music. So I'll just stick to music, okay?
Sounds
Just imagine the sword fight in the south.
good.
So what do you
Alright.
want to do?
I mean, we still have every intention of going towards those siege weapons, so
Yep.
that's where I'll lead them.
All right. So directly. Okay.
I mean, maybe a little to the left, so we don't come with anyone going to the right? But a slight arc to the left. Okay. It's not as likely.
As you get closer, you start to see a ramp. And on top of the ramp, you see this big muscular kind of drake. Basically the same as a dragon, except for the wings. No wings. Basically like a giant lizard, right? If you will.
Mhm.
Like a Aldeigado Maroon lizard. I don't know the English word for it. Anyway, you know what I mean.
Mhm.
Standing there, and they are just basically barfing these burning like globulars and spitting them out. And you are a good 400 yards away from the city walls, you would estimate. It's hard to estimate exactly how far you are since you make just like this far of a berth, right?
And how many are there?
You can just see one because it's really hard
Yes.
to see. You're just at the outskirts and you just start to see it in the snow.
They probably
It's
have
like
two, by the
70
looks of
feet.
it.
It's like 70 feet away. It's hard to tell. 2, maybe 3, between 2 and 5.
Galda's
I wouldn't have been able to
Galda's
tell
just
from
like,
the
"Well,
tracks."
there's our siege equipment."
And
Yep.
with your net 1? No.
That's our quarries. We need to get closer. Let's
you
go a
also
little.
you also see kind of some smaller creatures moving in between.
Let's get a little closer silently. It'd be perfect if we could attack him by surprise.
Okay, give
So-
me stealth check with advantage if you want to get closer.
Oh, not Jules Watts' character sheet.
Wyatt.
What?
Nee, it's what? It's what? Actually,
What?
it's what? What? Like what? Oh yeah, Gulda. Stealth ruining around.
I'm just snaking under the snow.
You just became snow.
It's pretty decent for a dwarf, okay? Stop.
Mm-hmm. You realize that Gulda cannot roll this low, right?
On a net one? Probably.
No.
Four,
On that one,
eight.
she still got 13.
On a net one? Yeah, I got 15, so. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Even on a net one, she's just 13, so yeah. I can beat you on
Microphone.
that one.
On double net ones. So you get a little bit closer. As you get closer, you start to see a second and a third one of these things. And these things are big. I'm talking elephant.
Mm.
Not as tall, more long, but just the mass of the body, right? They are big as fuck.
What are the odds we can take one of those out?
I can do it with the hammer, but everything you could help to, well, smack him good.
You want to focus one down and hope the others don't notice? Or, I mean, it looks like we got a little bunch of there's little shit running around,
Kobolds.
but I can't really count how
There's
many
kobolds.
there are because they're constantly moving like rats.
Yeah, and they also have underneath the snow.
How many soldiers do we have with us?
6.
6. We could have 3 of them help us and 3 of them go and like scary out with the kobolds.
Mike. So at this point, Mark
Yep.
Mills would ask like what the plan is, what you guys want to do.
Golda kind of
kobolds.
points at the closest Drake and says, "Well, we're gonna try to take that out. If you guys, what are we gonna have them take out the little guys?"
Here's the plan. We're kobolds. No one's gonna suspect. We're gonna approach those things. And I point to 3 of them. You 3. You go and try and approach kobolds and try to deal with them as silently and quietly as you can.
I don't
As
think we
that
should
happens,
even
we all
mess with
drop
the
the
kobolds.
disguises and we deal with that thing catching it by surprise. Right on its heels.
Thorin, I think we need all hands on deck on the drakes. I don't think the kobolds are going to necessarily be a problem.
Do you want to fight while being pelted by rocks?
Yeah, those little guys can
Wait,
if
they
they
don't
all
hurt you, right?
decide
But
to
they'll hurt
knock
us.
you with rocks. It's
Yes.
Okay.
Rhoda told
Yeah,
me
also-
this story once about being in a glacier.
Yes, level 7 or something and died 2 kobolds, 2 party members. Oh
I
no.
would say I think we have a few people with range that can maybe pick things off and hit a drake a few times.
Yeah,
Well,
so-
I think the dudes all have crossbows.
Yes, but we
That's
don't
my
want
thought.
to attack the Drake at range. We have these guys, let's use this to get right in his face and attack him in his face.
Hmm
Not
George?
literally his face, right? On his heels or something. Yeah.
Oh, we could go for the face, but just avoid
George
pointy bits.
would say maybe I agree with Golda. We should take out the kobolds. We are in the midst of an enemy camp. If the kobolds get away, who knows what they come back with.
How many are there? Could we try and...
Kobolds? Hard to count. 10, 12,
Right.
5, 15.
They keep popping in and out of the snow and scurrying around.
Right.
They kind of seem to be tending towards these big things, right? Poking them, speaking to them, shouting orders.
I think Malin, you and maybe a couple of soldiers are the best to deal with the kobolds. Golda, you and me should definitely deal with the drakes. We're not very fast. We're better at dealing with the drake. So Malin, you can run around and like catch them and prevent them, while the soldiers also deal with them. When you've done with the kobolds, you come and help us.
Well, as long as I can keep enough distance to use my bow, I'm better with that than I am at stabbing.
I know, but you'll be helping me on the drake because
Yeah.
well, mechanics rogues are better at taking the big thing than many small things, right? So,
Yep, same deal.
All right, that's it.
Let's be quick.
Okay, so you send all the soldiers and Marlene to deal with the kobolds.
and then join us, yes.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, as you get closer, you kind of start to fan out, go different ways up. As you get closer and closer, and actually basically start to get up next to these drakes, they kind of barf, and it's really like when you're near. Let's assume that one or two of you kind of go up the ramp next to where one of these heads of these beasts is, and as it spits one of these globulets of fire away, it is actually pretty hot. As it goes, you see it just like fly away.
As it hits the background, and I like just scuff a little bit. It should hurt me, but it doesn't burn because I have the armor beneath the skin or above the
Yeah,
skin.
I mean, it kind of reared back and kind of buffed it out, right? So, and it's big, it's tall.
All right,
It's
I'll
just
get
like
underneath it without him seeing me. Hopefully, since I'm too small. Or
it definitely saw you,
it
but
just didn't care.
it's your kobold, right? So
And I look around the other kobolds with the white bands, see if they're ready, and if I'm ready.
Yeah, Golda
really
kind
hard
of
to
like
tell,
is still like 10 or so feet away, just hanging out.
in the snow,
Yeah.
doing snow angels.
She's kind of doing a little dance, because she's cold, hopping from one foot to the other.
Okay, if everyone seems to be in place, I count not from 5 because I have 3 fingers or something. Being a kobold from 3, and bring my hammer, and well, let's get this party started.
All right, so you'll get a surprise round here for sure.
That's exactly what we're
We need to
going
do
for.
the initiative though. Otherwise,
Yeah. Initiative.
I think we
Can
can
I
have
click on
Bryce take care of one of
No.
two of the soldiers, right?
It's right here.
Yeah.
yeah, he's in the chat.
You
He's in
just
voice.
join
Okay.
the little.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I mean, the people are out of the city or in the city, so it's your character is somewhere right now.
Somewhere else.
Let's just say there are eight of these soldiers around right now. You have your soldiers under control, so just add your soldier. There are two.
Oh,
You have
yeah, I
two
gotta click
bars
on
of
my
hit
soldier.
points. They are the same soldier stat-wise, so you don't need them like an extra sheet.
Yeah, so basically each token here counts for 2 soldiers, right? You have 2 bars of health.
Sure. Where's the initiative roll off the token?
Just open the open the character sheet.
Yeah, it's on Silvery Moon when you go to the handouts.
Oh, I
North
see.
Silvery Moon.
There it is. I got
I
it.
barely
Alright.
beat my guy in.
That point 4.
All right, everybody got it.
Wait a
Yeah.
second. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Okay, so you got one round of surprise.
Kill them, kobolds, do it!
Now let's change this music out for something.
Oh, this can go so badly. Let's see.
It's fine.
I don't know about you guys, but I think we can turn up the music just a tad.
Yeah.
It's pretty quiet on my end, and I can't turn it
Yeah,
up any
I
further.
I never hear any of the music, and I don't know.
Okay,
if
go
it's me
go
or
to
what.
my settings. You see the cogwheel on the top
Yeah,
right.
cog.
My settings.
Yeah, it's at master level, it's highest.
I have
I
it all
have
the
mine
way
at
up.
my highest too.
Okay. I wanted to make sure that everybody is on the highest there. Then I can make it louder, right? Because if I make it
Yep.
louder, and then it's easier for me. Okay, so how's this?
That's as loud as I would ever want it.
Okay, because now I make it a little bit less loud at my end, because I really want to have it less low down on the volume.
Okay. I can hear it now.
If I hear it.
All right. Marlene, you're the first one to act. You had one of these kobolds.
Yeah, no, I'm going to dash in, and I assume like I'm headed towards like the back of this drake where all these kobolds are.
Right now, you're pretty sure there are 3 of these drakes.
3 of these drakes.
Yes.
Okay, and about how many kobolds are around here?
10.
This first drake, 10.
No,
Okay, go on.
altogether 10.
Altogether 10 around this drake, or among all 3.
Whoops.
Among all 3.
Okay, going for the first one that I see then.
Yep.
And
Yep. Punch. Hit.
so. Okay, so
As you do, as you punch him, and with the second one you kill him, you start to change and shift and return to your elven likeness.
and then so as I like suddenly just grow into this elven form, I go on to the second one with my bonus attack and like rush at him.
Yeah. So you just like snap his neck of the first one as you kind of turn. And
Oh,
you
yeah.
go to the next one and kick him. Yeah, he's grunting in pain, but still there.
Awesome.
All right, Gulda.
Golda hears the agonized squeals of the kobolds, and takes that as her signal to go. And she just launches a short bow attack at the drake that what's his name is.
Sorry.
Thorin is standing under. I almost said Fulgrim again. I just cannot let go of Fulgrim.
He was that memorable. That's a success in my book, man. That's a success.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, you have advantage as well. So yeah, it doesn't matter. All right. Yeah, he's like, and you kind of pop into halflingness and then duck. So, what do you want? Is there anything else you want to do?
Can she attempt to hide in the snow? Like, cause it's low enough. Like,
Sure. Try.
so it's just a stealth.
Self check.
Boop.
As I can
Down in the
imagine.
snow. Go. Woohoo.
All right, hiding in your snow angel. All right, Mark Mills.
All right, Mark Mills is on kobold duty,
Cobalt duty it is.
which means he goes to the first, and he takes his small knife, and he points it at the kobold. The kobold goes like, "What's that?" And then he sees that he's actually bleeding from the the body as
Mhm.
the dagger turns into a sword and is actually through him, and just he tries to get out because that doesn't kill the kobold, does it?
No.
What is Mike Merle's? Does Mike Merle's? He's not adding strength to damage.
Doesn't matter. I'm not worrying about it. You can figure it out. I'm not worrying about this right now. I'm not doing the math. All right. It's fine. So what does Mark Mertz 2 do?
Mark Merle's 2. Let's see.
Yeah, I'll just go with the same initiative for the two guys, right?
Yeah, it's the same. I'm just trying to come up with something. He goes to the next kobold, taps him on the shoulder, he's like, "Wekrinik!" And he goes, "Fuck you too." And with his
Fuck
sword,
you too.
good thing he has advantage, just
Yeah, he does.
tries to lob his head off.
Yeah. Chink! And he just dodges to the side, nicks him in the shoulder.
Oh, it missed.
It's not enough.
Oh, and as it nicks him, he brings it back and finishes
Yeah,
the job.
he's not advantage anymore on the second attack.
Oh, okay.
Dodges to the side. First attack at disadvantage, second attack. After he he attacked him once, he's kind of realized that he's getting attacked here.
Okay. Can you do anything else?
Alright. Charles Porkins.
Okay, did the second one go on your turn then, Thorin?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. So Charles is going to go after the one that wasn't killed by his buddy. He's going to go ahead.
You
and
had another one. You kind of split out to finish them all at once, if you remember.
Okay, but okay, so Charles is with me then.
Charles is with one of these kobolds.
Okay, all right. So longsword then. Gonna hack and slash.
Oh yeah, crit. You chop its head right off if you want. What do you want to do with
right.
him?
He's gonna take his second attack. He's gonna go for the next one
Yeah.
and miss horrifically.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he just turned
he's
from
there-
kobold to human. It's hard to grasp when you then start to run as directly same seconds.
Absolutely. Then his buddy is gonna stick with him just to make my life easier, and he's gonna go ahead and try and get him himself.
Yeah,
So
nick
there's
him.
one, and then try again.
Yeah. All right, you got it. Yeah, the kobold is grimacing.
Ah, didn't kill him.
All right.
Shit.
Nope.
If it didn't kill him, now save the action search for later.
Jules, what?
Okay.
All right, Jules and his buddy are like, we're both like kind of edging toward a pair of kobolds or
Yep.
a kobold or whatever.
Yep.
And he just kind of steps into a swing of his longsword and kind of does a double slash at him.
Yeah, even with advantage, the first attack doesn't hit. The second does, though.
So he kind of whiffs on the first attack, and then but manages to recorrect and slap him with the side of the blade on the second. And Jules number 2, his identical twin, is like, "Great job, bro!" And he like does the same.
All right.
Just double swings at this guy.
Oh, they suck. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. 4 attacks, 8 damage.
Normally, are you adding strength to damage? Probably not.
They're not.
Probably
You can
not,
fig-
but
you can figure it
3,
out.
3, yeah, whatever. So
George.
5.
So what's this two-person business? Is it a stack? Are there two characters?
Yeah, they're 2 different characters.
You have 2 bars on your token. The character name.
Gotcha. Well, they're both going to follow Jules. It looked like you didn't finish the kobold, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, so they're gonna pile on there. All right, so there's.
I'm just gonna tell you guys, right? Since the kobolds were fanned out, everybody of you guys right now is
Fanned
also
out.
fanned out, right?
Yeah, so you can't go for the same one.
Oh, you
but you
can't.
can-
Okay, well then it's new kobolds then.
Oh, the plan was kind of kill the kobolds
Yes.
in one swoop. Yeah, the first attack has advantage, so that hits. Second attack, you don't have advantage anymore, so you missed the one.
Kind of
Don't forget, if you're not adding strength, add
This is-
strength.
Yeah, so that'd be +3, but anyway. So second guy.
Second guy. Yeah, that second guy kills one.
Yeah.
All right, so 3 kobolds dead. Thorin. Your Drake that is atop of you.
Doesn't know what's about with him as he sees this tiny kobold get ready and swing with what appears to be a small club, but mid-swing begins to vanish and turns into a big hammer. Also, Shatara! Boom! Right on his side, if it hits.
He takes it.
Right, mechanics? What's his size? Like it's huge or large?
Yep.
Or?
It's huge.
Huge, okay. So it's way too big for me to knock him on his side, but it
Yeah.
still shambles a little bit to the side, hurt by the blow,
Yep.
as the dwarf now takes his hammer back and as he likes to me, he just turns to him. You probably can understand me, but it's not me you should be worrying for. And I snap my finger, and Golden knows what it means, and you can get an attack.
She like immediately knocks another arrow and like lets it fly.
3
You got
bonus
advantage.
damage.
You got advantage on your attack as well since you were
Does-
hidden.
Does that also get snack attack?
Snack
Yes.
attack. It's not on your turn. It's not on your turn, so you get another snack attack.
And +3.
Yes, plus 3 damage.
So 28.
Yep.
Yes. Wow, the kobolds are dumbfounded. They are super slow, but the drakes are not. All right, now top of the. Oh wow! This is gonna be fun. All right, so start of the fight now. Regular turns.
Hmm.
Drakes act first. So, since you're already so conveniently under one of them,
He's gonna sit on you.
he just like tries to stomp you down with a paw and sit on you.
I just imagine
Uh,
this big Drake like doing one of those little dog roll over boy and just flattening you guys.
25 AC.
Miss? No.
Really?
Wait a minute.
Oh, I bought that for a second. Shit.
Oh, that is so gullible. Come on. No one has 25 AC.
Okay,
Not
you
even
take
Rashid, right?
26 points of bludgeoning damage as it steps on you with a paw, and you just like you jump away in the last second, but your foot is not quick enough, and it steps on your foot with all its weight. Now you have how many people do you guys have? 8 plus 4, right? 8 plus 3, so 11. Okay, let's see. 7. Mark Mills! A fireball comes flying away out of the gullet of one of these beasts.
Not Mike Miles!
Damn you, Mike Mills! Probably misses. I'm pretty sure 15 AC.
Yep.
Nice.
Wait,
So-
this is the siege weapon? Doesn't explode on anything?
No,
This
it's
It's just
not
a regular
one of the big.
fireball.
It's not one of the big blobs. It's one much smaller, much more precise. But not precise enough apparently, as he jumps to the side into the snow, as behind him like the water vapor starts to flow in the air as this thing hits, well, the snow behind him. Well, Marlene, one of these things comes flying your way too.
Deflect it. It's fireball.
I was gonna ask, but that's
Oh,
not
let's see how that is gonna work though. Misses you too.
Woohoo!
Yeah, 18 is the second one.
18, yeah, that hits my armor class.
All right, so it comes flying your way, and you want to deflect it? Is that it?
Well, can I? I mean, it's a fireball.
You can try.
I mean, sure, I assume I can't catch it.
As you try to.
Or, sorry, I hit the wrong one. There we go.
As you try to deflect it, it turns out you cannot.
Hey,
And
was
you
worth a
take-
shot.
You take 13 points of fire damage
Okay.
as it explodes in your hands. That's their turn though. Malin,
All right. Well, I
still
am.
the kobold in front of you is trying to get away.
Yeah, no, he's not getting away from me.
Okay. Yeah.
So as he's trying to run away, I'm going to go ahead and just leap on him
Yeah.
and just kind of like smother him in the snow.
Yeah.
And
your
then-
hands are still smoking.
Yeah, so probably was really interesting for him then. So I'm going to go ahead and run at the next one then.
Yeah.
I don't think that hits.
No.
Okay. That one?
Yes.
maybe?
Yes.
Okay.
Give me a 1, 2, 3, 4 D5, please.
A D5.
So I know which one you're attacking, right?
Oh, okay.
Quick. Okay. You kill it.
Ooh, okay.
All right. Anything else?
No, that's all I can do.
All right. Golda.
All right, Golda's gonna do her magic again with her bow. Flip
Bow, bow,
another
bow.
arrow at this guy.
Yep.
Pew!
Not advantage. You're not hidden anymore. Doesn't matter.
And
Snack attack. All right. Other shot. We hit his eye.
And I
It
guess
screams
she
out in
would
pain.
kind of like try to find another patch of snow to duck into.
Yeah,
I know
there's
they're
lots
gonna
of
eventually get
patches
an
of snow.
idea.
There's lots of patches of snow.
So she would just try to hunker down in a patch of snow to get out of sight again.
Mhm.
Advantages to being short and in a snowstorm.
All right. Charles.
Okay, Charles is going to go ahead and I don't think they finished the one that they were working on, so
You just did.
oh, I just did. So the two of them like spend a moment kind of dumbstruck at the fact that I was like, not there, and then all of a sudden there's a dead kobold in front of them. So they're going for whatever one's closest, and
Absolutely.
let's see. So there's one, and then he's going to go ahead and attack again.
Oh yes, he does. Give me D4.
Okay, 1d4.
All right. That's the one that George tried to kill. George too.
Okay,
Damn, George.
and then Charles's buddy here is going to go ahead and fire his crossbow at whichever one he can hit
Mm-hmm.
that's trying to run away, and with a very obvious miss, he's going to just kind of curse and fire again.
He's not. He needs one round and reload to shoot.
Crossbows
Oh,
not
shoot.
uploading. Yes.
Okay, all right.
So that's his turn.
Yeah,
All right, Mark.
Move closer as it does.
I'll
Well,
remember
then
that
he
for
also
next
leaves
turn.
his sword behind, right? He just dropped his sword. Get his heavy crossbow
Mark
on.
Harris, who dodged to the side or slipped, but no one noticed, gets back up, and as he does, he tries to finish the kobold that so sneakily evaded him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's enough to hit him.
Stabs him. Does it kill him?
1 hit point.
Okay, then. It's just a small hit, just on the chest, but kobolds are so small that it goes. It's enough to reach the yard, right? So just the tip goes, and he goes like, "Whoa, that was precise. Maybe I'm getting good at this." And he looks around, and he probably sees his friend, his other twin sister, because we're with 4 twins, and
Absolutely.
basically he tries to go there.
Absolutely. Not
And now
enough.
that he's confident after the first blow, he's regained his momentum, just jumps forward and goes right through the eye of that kobold.
Oh yeah, that's enough.
I figured, that's why I said I didn't ask this time. His brother, who's Marius Mark, pats him on the shoulder, thanks, was needing it, and then looks around. If there's any kobold in range for the sword, it does it. If not, crossbow.
There is one more kobold that is actually alive. The rest is already dead.
Okay, if he's in range,
No, let's say no. Let's say give me a D20 on a 12 plus he is. He's not.
He moves closer, but as he does, he puts his short to the side as he goes down and takes his already loaded crossbow and
Yep.
fires the quick shot. He's not hoping for much, but strength 12.
Yep, it's a hit. It isn't actually a kill.
Yep.
But
It's just skips him on the leg and draws a little blood, but it just clicks his thing. Damn.
all right, Jules.
All right, so is Jules and Julius's kobold still alive? Is that the one that's
Sure.
still up?
Sure.
Okay, so they're both just swinging their swords around like idiots because they can't seem to hit anything. So Jules kind of does a windmill attack with a long sword. I guess that probably hits it.
Double crit probably works. Yeah.
Probably?
I
Really?
think he probably helps that kobold. I don't know how he did it.
I'm a hero too, is what it's thinking.
Double crits work. Yo.
Is it dead? Just maybe a dumb question.
Which half do you want to ask?
So Jules what goes like, what?
He's like, Julius is like, holy shit, bro.
Yo, bro.
You didn't skip arm day this week, man.
Dude, Silver Moon represent, man.
And he kind of looks around and I guess seeing that there's no kobolds, he would pull out his crossbow. He's like, check this out. I'm gonna hit that big thing over there. And he takes his crossbow and shoots at the Drake. Probably
Yep, that's not enough to pierce the
not
hide of
hit
it. No, it hits it, but it doesn't pierce the hide, right?
I mean, it's super hard to miss a huge thing.
Yeah. So it bounces up and he's like, look, I hit it.
Bro! All right, clutch. All kobolds
so
dead.
all the kobolds are dead. Great.
Three of these mammoth-like drakes.
Excellent. So seeing Jules take that pot shot at a drake, that seems like a pretty good idea. So Toto and Toto 2 are going to...
You mean Tototo?
It should be
Toto,
Toto
yeah.
and Otto.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. No.
does the extra attack apply to heavy crossbows or no?
It does as the loading action.
Ah, got it. So yeah, swings and misses both.
Yep. Both of them swings and miss. Swings and misses. Miss. All right, Thorin.
Thorin, still on the ground, gets up and as he does, you messed with the wrong dwarf! And he swings his hammer right at the kneecap of this thing while it's still underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
And does that hit?
Want me to tell you?
Okay, no. And just bounces off, and as he does, he brings it back around. How's this? And swings it with
Okay, I
holding
thought you
it.
wanted to make maybe a precision strike thing. No. Okay. That's why I asked you, right? So, but it didn't hit. 14 didn't hit.
And swings from below. That should hit.
Yeah.
And now, as he does, he goes like, the name's Thorin Fireman, remember it, you stop at best!
Well, if he's dead, he's
And
not
it's
going to remember it. bro.
23 damage. If he's still alive,
It is.
then that. Perfect. Let's see, that's 2 attacks. How's it looking like? Does it begin to look hurt after being shot by Golda 2 times and all this?
Yeah. You clearly broke its ankle.
All right. I look at the other 2. I see that they're shooting fireballs, but there's no kobolds in their direction, right?
Don't see any kobolds anymore.
Right. Then I begin circling this one, get ready to go to the other 2 who are probably far away, but that's it for now.
Yeah, they're not super far away. Each one of them is maybe 10, 15 feet apart.
Oh, okay, then I don't need to do that. I thought they were 30 or 40.
No.
Okay.
You just didn't see them very well because of all the snow that flies around, right?
Okay, then that's it.
Well, that's kind of... Don't need kobolds anymore. Drakes, however... He does not like you, and he's trying to hobble away and try to slam you with his tail with disadvantage here. Even with disadvantage, 19 AC.
Yep, that it.
All right. So as he tries to get away as far as it can, it gets a really good hit.
God damn it! I have all the bad luck. It's disadvantage, dude.
I know. I rolled for disadvantage.
I know.
13. And I roll max damage. 13, 21, 21, 27, 25, 25, 28, 32 points of damage.
Ow!
As it woof, whacks you onto your chest and you sit back on your butt after that one.
Yep.
And it's like...
That doesn't sound like a scared beast.
The other two, one of them starts to charge. See who? Charles Porkins. Charges-
Porkins!
Charges Charles Porkins 1. Let's say. Doesn't really matter, right? Attacks him. Misses him with 11. Does it miss him with 15?
It misses. His armor class is actually 20.
Alright, cool.
Why did you roll that against me? Why are you so cruel? Why do I get the badass Drake while they get the wimpy Drake?
Well, Aunt Marlene gets the other one as it spits another bolt of fire blobs. Blurb. For 27. I guess that's a hit. For 29 points of damage as it hits you right in the face.
Ah! Okay.
And it then starts to charge at Thorin.
Okay.
Marlene.
Ow! Okay, I'm gonna run for that that one that keeps firing at me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna go ahead and try and
That's it.
smack it. Okay, so I'm going essentially for like his Achilles heel on one of his back legs.
Sure.
And then I think I can do one more. Yep, I can. So one more.
Technically, I mean, I know different damage-wise it's no difference, but technically the third
I
attack
guess
is
it would be a punch. So or an unarmed
again,
attack. So.
Again, I know there's no difference, and I just wanted to give you the, well, technically.
Yeah, technically it's an unarmed. So that one, I just like give him a swift kick in the Achilles heel,
Yeah.
trying to break through the tendon.
It kind of turns around towards you as it was trying to attack Thorin, as it attacked his friend, but no. You pissed it off. Golda.
Well, it pissed me off.
Golda would pop out of the snow and attempt
Which one do you want to attack? The one that you attack
The one
all the
that's-
time?
The one, yeah, the same one, the one that's hamstringed and looking like it's hurt. She wants to just hopefully
Yeah, that
take
one-
it out.
That one figured out that you're there, though.
Okay, well.
You already shot at it 3 times. So.
Well,
Oh, he's
she's
getting
she's
wiser.
hoping that Thorin has still got it somewhat distracted. But that
14,
does not hit. Nope. Okay.
16 is what you need.
Okay. Then she would maybe
Suck.
get under the back, like maybe just try to get under the snow again to hide from the other two.
All right. Whoop. Yep, Charles Porkins.
Okay,
I
Charles.
love these names.
Charles is kind of feeling like a badass, so he's going to charge in after Marlene. Only
Mhm.
he's got a blade instead of a stick. So, okay.
Crit Master.
So there's one. There's the other.
Wait, are these NPCs just like critting all over the place?
Yep.
Yes.
And he's
They're the heroes. I feel so wimpy
is
right
he
now.
still up? Drake is still up.
Yeah, it's up.
He's going to use his action surge and see if he can get lucky.
I think he already got lucky. So that's another attack
Shit.
action search.
2 attacks.
Yeah. Oh, it's 2 attacks more. Sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, each attack
Woohoo!
hits. So that's 6 plus 12. 18 is 26. 21. 31. Alright.
The name's Charles Parking, Lady Elf. Hey, wanna go for a drink later?
Call me.
Let's go.
Alright, what's Charles Porkins doing?
Okay, so Porkins the second is going to go ahead and he's got his crossbow out, so he's gonna reload and go ahead for.
Yep. Get it. Oh yeah.
Oh, fuck. Okay, and then he's going to. Can he action surge to essentially like drop the crossbow and pick up his sword again?
You can just drop the crossbow and pick up the sword again for free.
Okay, yeah. So he's gonna go ahead and do that and charge in. I don't think he can attack again.
Not unless you action
So
surge.
can he?
With action
Okay.
search, he could.
Okay,
Alright.
so with action surge, I'll go ahead and use action surge then
Sure.
for him. But
Miss. Would be a crit with advantage, but no.
Damn, Porkins. You gotta learn from your brother.
Porkins the second.
Alright, Mark Murals.
Okay, Mark Merles, both of them. The one that has a sword goes for the one of the drakes that's charging if it's in range.
There are 3 drakes right now, right? 2 of them are with Thorin and 1 is still on a little bit more on the outside, right?
Okay. Whichever is closest, really.
Give me D3.
I assume he wouldn't go for the outside one.
That would be the one that is in the action of charging Thorin.
All right, if he can reach it.
Sure.
Right, as he goes charging, Mark Merles is feeling inspired and uses those to get skid a little bit to the side, dodging it. And as he does, he gives it a quick slash,
Mm-hmm, he does.
getting it tied, and using the cut, he then tries to jam it in through the place where he cut by stabbing it, but misses and it's tied and whoosh,
Alright,
goes away.
got it.
Okay. Meanwhile, his brother goes with him and goes for the wounded of the two.
Yep, both are wounded, but yeah.
And swings at it
Yep.
and barely skims across its side. And as he does it, like with the other end, with the shield, he tries to pummel it in so that he makes the cut deeper. But all it does is make the sword glance off.
Yeah. Maybe Jules Watt has something to say about it.
Exactly. Jules what?
Yeah, Jules and Jules are just like both have their
It
crossbows out.
sounds like an 80s cover band. Jules.
What?
The first Jules is like, probably does not hit his.
Still
And the,
16.
the second Jules is like, I can do better than that, bro. Watch, and he shoots, and does not
No,
do
he
better.
can't. He can't.
It's just a pissing contest between the two bros.
Bros. Alright. George. Toto.
So Toto and Toto 2 are not too happy with the crossbow
Not
action.
so happy.
Can they reach Mark? Are they close enough?
Mark?
The Marks. Yeah. the
Mark
Merles.
Maris.
Marys.
The twin one,
sure.
the one that twins just went for the ones next to Thorin.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean,
wanna-
the marks are a little bit further away, right? They're using their crossbows right now.
I thought they were using swords. I thought they'd closed to
Nope.
melee. No?
No, the
I
marks
was
were.
supposed to.
They were using swords. Yes, the marks were.
No.
I attacked with swords, right? I was controlling the marks.
Oh, sorry. Then I kind of no. You can get to the charging one again when they're charging through. Sorry, I thought you would.
Yeah.
Jules. Yeah, that's confusing.
Okay, so the marks did charge and are engaged in melee, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and can I get to them?
Sure.
Great. So both Georges are just gonna sling their crossbows, draw their swords, and join the marks. Do I need to burn a dash to get there, or is it just walking?
No.
Yeah.
All right, then here we go.
Hit.
That damage though on the first one.
Meh.
All right, Mark 2.
Oh man, he's pulling
Okay,
out the calculator.
16.
It's getting serious.
It's easier to use the calculator to make it a little bit quicker, right?
I already added my
Um,
strength in there. Just
I know.
FYI, so those are good numbers.
I know.
You can go and edit it, right?
I did.
It's fine.
All right. The thing is still up. It's hurting, but it's still up. Anything else?
Nah, that's it. They got the marks as backs.
All right, Thorin. Just got tail slapped down.
I grab on the tail with one hand, and as it brings it back up, he pulls me back up, and as I go forward, screw it. Thorin's gonna try and take this one down. Can't be asserting as much as he is, so he goes for his already weakened ankle, trying to sweep him
Yeah.
with a
that's
nice,
enough.
satisfying blow,
Oh yeah, that's enough too.
and just snaps it to the side. And as he does, he goes with like a swirl with his hammer, and as his head comes out, it meets the hammer, and you just hear a satisfying crunch as it hits the ground completely unmoving.
Crunch it is. Barely get out of this thing falling, but you do. What else you gonna do?
All right, I look to the charging one, who's also close by.
Yeah, it's next to you.
Yep. And as he is like moving around at all the attackers that he has on me, the dwarf just turns almost in a rage. His eyes almost flaming as he looks at it. I'm still here! And smack him in the face
Mm-hmm.
for 16 total.
Ooh,
Because I
plus
tried
one
to put
damage.
the fear in him.
Plus 1 damage though. Yeah, this thing is frothing with anger.
All right, he doesn't care.
Nope. 2 wounded, 2 hurt, 2 animalistic to get.
With the hammer still up and empowered by the fact that he just dropped the other one, still in a fury almost, the dwarf keeps going and just goes for the ankle. That seems to be the weakness.
Go for the kneecaps. Alright, got him. He's hurting pretty bad, but still up.
All right,
Now get ready for retaliation.
no retaliation. The dwarf is hungry for blood. Action surge, and just as it comes for a retaliation, smacks him in the face as he tries to bite.
Yeah, it's enough. Oh, sorry, you need to. Yeah, that's still enough.
All right, and just puts him to the side. No one outsmarts the dwarf. As he does that, technically it's a bonus action or an action, but could I use my last attack to take a potion?
Sure.
Okay, then I'll take one.
Dude, without your two-handed weapon master, all your attacks at once in them.
Yes. When the weapon master saving the day. I mean, the first one went from a 1 and no, 2 and a 6 to 2
Two.
6s.
Yeah.
Pretty hurtful. All right, and the dwarf feels better after that.
Alright. Okay, one of
Oh,
these
well,
things.
that's actually a max potion. Pretty close to max potion.
Yep. Marine, one of these things alone, still on.
Okay, so there's one that's been untouched.
Yep.
What about the one that I was attacking?
Just got killed.
I killed 2.
Oh, you've killed 2 now. Okay, show off. All right, so I'm gonna run off. I'm gonna run towards the
I'm
next
the
one.
dwarf, it's my right, okay?
Still just
Alright,
counts as one.
Damn it.
Still just counts as 1. Yep, I've got all these kobolds under my belt. I'm going after the next Drake. And
Nope. Yep. No. Last one doesn't hit as well. 16 is what you
last
want.
one does not hit.
Nope.
Okay. All right. Well, I run at him, and I'm essentially just trying to get his attention to get him to turn away from the wall. So that one hit just comes right down on his foot, and then I'm like trying to like stay behind him and away from fireballs.
All right, staying behind him, however, maybe not very smart. I overdinged. He should have had a turn. I'll do his turn right now because it makes narrative sense. Since you go behind him, he still has a tail, and he uses the tail.
I haven't been hit by the tail yet. I'm afraid of fireballs.
All right, 18 and 20.
Fucking hits.
All right, so you didn't see the tail coming, apparently.
All right, guys, I'm gonna be down after this.
So 5, 13, 13, 15, 15, 19, 21, 25, 28
I'm
points.
I'm down.
As it slams you in the back, and you fall over in the front face.
All right. And I am face down in the snow and not getting up.
All right, go there.
So there's just the one that cracked.
Yep.
Just outed Moline.
Yep.
And Thorin isn't anywhere near it, is he?
Nope.
Well, Golda's gonna at least pop out of the snow and see if it's Sar and take a shot at it.
All right, got advantage on it. Oh yeah, that's it.
Trying to draw its attention away from Moline,
Mhm.
so that somebody can try to get to her.
All right.
Maybe.
Give me the snack attack.
Oh, do I get a sneak attack? Oh yeah, I do on hidden. I forgot it's hidden or allies.
All right, got it.
And I guess this time she might not hide. She might be like, "Hey, you big lizard!" It's like just trying to draw its attention. Which
All
probably
right.
isn't the brightest idea, but
Maybe Charles has a plan.
Charles is going to go ahead and hope he hits as hard as he's been hitting. So,
All right, this thing is a little bit further away, so you actually need to double
he
move.
needs to double move for that one. Okay. In that case, he'll do the crossbow instead
Okay.
and do terribly.
Yep.
But he is going to like move to try and close the gap.
All right. So you leave your sword behind.
Can he sheath it or?
Then you can't draw your heavy crossbow.
No. I was trying to roll the crossbow instead of the sword because you said I had to double move.
Sword,
Yep.
right?
You either
Yeah. So
then you don't attack.
it's going to be just the crossbow. It would be just the crossbow.
But you
And
leave your
then-
sword behind if you go closer.
Okay. Fine.
You can't sheath your sword, get your crossbow, aim your crossbow, shoot, and still
Got it.
in one round.
Okay.
Because the mechanics wise to shit is move first, then switch, right? But
At this point, whatever.
Charles too.
Okay. Charles too. Can he get to Moline?
Yep. Everybody was fighting the same thing. They just got killed.
Okay, he's gonna try and close the gap. Then he double moves, and then
Absolutely.
I don't think he gets to attack. Then,
No.
does he?
No.
Okay, then he's just gonna raise his shield and prepare for what's coming.
Yep. Mark.
all right. As they're going, I see that what's her name? Malin has fallen, right? And as I see them basting, I go like, "Marius won here!" And like as I'm moving, I like shrug to the side. He's gonna take one potion from me of healing.
From you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you do that?
Sure.
I don't care if it's an action or something, or just the healer's kit, whatever. And he's gonna try and help Malin.
Yeah, next round.
Yes, I know, but that's what he's doing. In the meantime, Mark Maris number 2 is dashing to stand side to side with Charles Porkins.
Fly.
Exactly not by his side, right? But
Yeah.
let's not be attacked at the same time, okay?
Jules.
Jules and Jules are still like, "Yo, dude, did you see him cream both of those drakes?" And they're just like, they turn their attention to the last one, and they're like daring each other which one is going to take it out. And they both fire off a heavy crossbow shot at it.
All right.
And probably neither of them are going to hit again because they're not doing great. Oh, wait, he might
That's
have.
it. That's it. That's it. Yo, dude, did you see that? Totally hit him, man.
And like this, Jules number 2 like punches the other guy in his shoulder. I got him, man.
Okay. Great. George.
I gotta make these guys a little bit humorous. I mean, come on.
It's okay. It's fine.
All right. Toto and Toto 2 are going to follow Maris 2 to go
Yep.
stand with Porkins.
All right. Is that it?
Is that a dash to get there?
Yep.
All right. Then they're running.
All right. Thorin.
All right. Thorin with stubby legs is moving. I'm probably gonna take one run and a half dashing, right?
Yeah.
Something
Yeah,
like that.
it takes you all, like, in the next round you can attack, but you still need to move a little bit more, right? So, but yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna get closer as well,
All right.
as I like pass the potion to Mark Mary's number 1.
Yep. All right, the Drake looks around and tries to get away. If you want, you can take an attack of opportunity with your guys who are there, if you want.
Oh yeah, Mark Mary's number 1 is gonna try it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right, as you try to hit him, and some of you do hit him, let me just like one after another. So that's a miss. That's a hit for 8. Miss, miss, miss. So he just takes 8. All right.
Were that many guys?
Yeah, you had like 5 or 6 people standing next to him, but you all miss
Toto
Okay.
didn't do so well.
with your 9s and 13s and 7s. That's not enough. As you do, it then kind of turns around, and you just see like his chest kind of fire up as one of these big goblets kind of shooting. Each one of the guys who stand in front of it make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Oh! We
Who
might be
else
saying
stands
goodbye
in
to
front of
Porkins in a
it?
second.
Well, those two jump into the fireball.
Maybe if I add them both together?
Wait, are Jules and Jules in this? I'm assuming so.
Your guys? No, they were shooting their crossbows. He's aiming at the guys who just tried to hit it.
So the
Tried
melee
to hit
range
away.
guys. Okay, so gold is good too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just the ones that try to attack it right now, right? That's what I mean. So everybody with under 13, which is everybody, because none of you rolled over.
How's that possible? That shouldn't be possible.
No, you rolled a 3, a 4, a 12, and a 7.
Jesus.
You rolled a 3 and a 4. That's
Yep.
great.
Damn, Mark Mary's number 2. Next to you.
All right, so those people take. 29 points of damage
Ouch.
Ooh.
as this fire globule explodes. And the problem with it is not just the fire that kind of starts to explode. The problem is the kind of the chemicals that you are used to and ignite this stuff
So
are
it's
not
like napalm.
immediately burned out. So they stick on the flesh and then start to smolder a little bit further as this thing kind of turns around and then starts to run away.
If
Alright.
he's running away, attack of opportunity at all, or
You already
Or
did
he already
the
did
attacks
that,
of
okay.
opportunities.
got it.
Marlene, what do you want to do aside from dying?
Try not to die.
All right, let's see how. Nope.
Oh, okay.
Gilda, you see this thing running away. It's hard to see for you at this point since it's running away. You're
I'm
already a
gonna
little
try
bit
and
away.
shoot it in the butt.
Disadvantage on your attack because of sight.
So nope.
Not that that matters, but
No.
nope. All right, you want to run after it,
Yeah, run that.
I
Charles?
think she might run over toward or move towards Marlene.
All right, Charles.
Okay, so Charles the First still has his crossbow out, and he's going to take a shot at it.
Sure.
and miss terribly. Charles II is going to close the gap and go after that thing again. And I think one of those hits.
You can't. He's faster than you. You need to try. He's
dash.
faster than you. You need to dash to keep up with it.
It's a giant thing.
Okay. Okay. All right. He's going to dash and try and stay close to it. Stay after it.
Well, he is quite the hero.
I don't have very strong feelings towards Porkins II, so.
Well, he has strong feelings for himself, though. Remember that. All right, Mark.
The first Mark rolls on the snow and puts the fire on himself out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could have
And he
done
sees
that.
this thing. He sees everyone running. The Porkins run, and he goes like, "Forget it!" Where it's going?
It's running away.
East, west.
Away.
Okay.
No.
Forget it! It's not gonna attack on its own. And it just looks around and sees Malin, and he'll go over and he'll try to, put their arm back together. So great medicine here.
Yep.
Not bad.
Stabilized.
All right.
Stable.
Meanwhile, the second Mark Merrills arrives, and he goes, "Good job, bro." And got this from the heroes. Can you believe it? What is it? And it's just like with the mouth, Link Potion. And the other one, no shit!
Healing motion. What's this? Okay.
What? That's legendary. Serious. And he gives it to Malin, then takes a little bit, and before anyone notices, takes a small sip just to see how it tastes.
All right. 9 points, Malin. You wake up again. Both
9?
Charles and Charles. 9.
With Mark Maris, actually.
Sorry, Mark.
Yes.
Marky
Mark. All right. So I guess, do you guys want to chase this thing?
We're not gonna catch it, and it's not worth it.
No, it's not worth chasing.
Nope.
All right. So
Especially
with
If it gets
taking
away,
29 points.
does Charles Porkins II still get a shot of opportunity if
I mean,
it's
we
still
could-
running away?
Could we take the
Sure.
last crossbow shots? Yeah.
if you want, you're not gonna kill this thing. Even with your crit, you're not gonna kill it.
Hey,
You're just
man.
gonna make it angry. Not okay.
Well, we
Oh,
want it to
no.
come back.
Yeah, you're gonna kill Charles.
I think I broke my crossbow.
You're gonna kill poor Charles Porkins.
So, since you already hit it again there, Mr. Swords,
Oh shit!
as it still's running away, it turns around, it spits a little bit more fire at you. Why did yeah, okay. Well, that's a hit. You have 20, so 16 doesn't hit. Alright, so that's just 10, 11, 20, 25 points of fire damage against him.
Oh, that's all?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is that to all of us?
No, just...
No, just to,
but
Okay.
yeah, he needs help.
Is he alive? Is he dead?
he's dead.
He's still. Wait, no, he's at -14.
He's dead.
If you reach
They're
0 with
dead.
NPCs, you die. Yeah.
Okay.
Stupid Charles Porkins! Why did you do that?
The original Charles Porkins is gonna run after his buddy and just like do whatever
I'm gonna
he can
tackle him to
in
the
vain.
ground. Stop. He's dead.
Drop to his knees and cry. No.
You were my better half. No.
My soulmate. I'll never
Yeah.
find another Charles Porkins.
And he falls to his knees. He goes like, "Why did you forget your second wind?"
All right, I just
Oh shit!
This is why you guys are not the war party warriors, right? This is why.
This is why I don't play fighters. Yes, because this happens.
Poor Charles
Oh
Porkins.
no! Why didn't I second wind? Oh my god, stupid.
I just tweeted Porkins quote of the day: "Stupid Charles Porkins."
Oh, man. What was he thinking? What were you thinking was going to happen? It's running. Leave it.
Bro, no!
All right,
All
but
right.
there were two
Oh,
batteries,
gosh.
right?
Huh?
There were two things of this firing from
Three.
two places.
Oh
Three
yeah,
places.
yeah. No. Yeah. And I understand now what you mean. Yes, they were shooting from two directions. Now let's make a pause for 5 minutes or so. 5 minute break.
All right, good call.
Sounds good.
I think we can get to the other one, just saying, because the distraction is on this side, probably.
I'm sorry. Repeat that.
There were 2 batteries of this thing, so there's probably 3 more on the other side. But since the attack came
Okay.
from the south or from the east, right? They may not be distracted, so we may not be able to do anything.
Well, if anything, we at least took out half of the battery, so.
Yeah, we bought basically double time for the city. Prepare.
Yeah, absolutely. I need a rest so badly.
I mean, you
Where
went
do we
after
go?
the big thing with like 10 hit points. I don't know what you were expecting.
And no key. Absolutely no key this entire freaking game today.
I know.
Ugh.
I mean,
Where do we
it
go?
was your choice, right? You could have gotten it
I
back.
need
You
to-
got the option.
I need to activate that token here soon.
Are we gonna try and find somewhere to grab a short rest, or are we gonna push on?
Short
Dude,
rest
we're
is an
heroes. We
hour
don't take
if we
short
have
rests.
it. I mean,
What?
if we
For me,
have
it's
it,
5
I would
seconds.
love it.
Well, we don't have the cover of hiding. Do we want to rendezvous with the attack to the south or try to press on to find the other drakes?
If we press on, Malene's toast.
Well, I mean, if we
guarantee it.
activate the token, we get a short rest, right?
Yeah, if I activate the token, yeah. Short rest. This token
Short
is
rest takes
fucking
care
amazing.
of the NPCs, or do they spend hit dice differently?
Well, short
Once a
rest.
time.
I
But
don't
not
think.
what they're talking about is tokens, which just gives them short rests, not everybody.
Ah, okay. Well, my question still stands. Does an NPC short rest the same way a player character would?
Sure.
Okay.
All right. Took out one of the attacking siege groups. Interesting. Oh, before I forget it. Ugh. Dang it. What an age. What an age. I'm still sweating. It's the middle of the night. Fuck you, weather. All right, everybody back?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. So let's continue. Okay, so Charles Porkins just died. Rest in pepperonis, my friend. So you just saw him getting emulated. But then you just opened up your eyes again. You saw Simon and Garfunkel over you, I guess. What do you want to do next? What do you want to do?
I think we were
I'm
talking
going
about
to-
consolidating, yeah?
I'm gonna slowly stand up and walk back to the group as I assume we all gather together. So, back to the city, or are we stupid enough for round 2?
Well, we kind of don't have the element of surprise for round 2 anymore.
By the way, you still hear some fighting in the south.
We could go help them to the south. I mean,
It's
either help them clean up or avenge their deaths.
Thorin? What do you think?
Nope, I guess he dropped
Nope.
out.
Okay. Well then. But yeah, sound level's okay, Simon. So
I mean music, right?
yeah.
Okay.
It depends. If we're going to charge in and
I don't
fight
think
some
we can-
more.
I don't think we can help the forces to the south. At most, we can help them withdraw. There's too many. Rest of them, the batteries, but I don't think the distraction would have spread that far. We wouldn't have as much cover.
To be honest, I don't know if I could take another hit from those things.
So we
Uh,
consolidate then. Back to the city.
We
Where
could.
the hell is Cords? He should be in on this.
He's probably back in
Could use-
town.
It's probably
Could use
helping
a few
his
flying
family.
rocks at this point.
Probably helping his family evacuate.
Were you saying something, Simon?
Nope.
Let's help the guys to the south either retreat or regroup or whatever, because, like I said, we lost our element of surprise. We don't have a distraction for the other siege engines.
Well, I don't want to come in from behind that group. I want them to be able to clear off, hopefully.
We still have the element of surprise, but we don't have is the disguises, right? We don't have the element.
I mean, to a sense, yeah, but they probably realize that there's no longer anything attacking the wall.
I mean, if we come in behind the group to the south, we could get a couple of them before they even notice we're there.
Yes,
I
but
mean,
it's
so
an
long
army.
as it's little things like kobolds, but yeah, it is an army.
I don't.
I think if we
the
go back
kobolds-
into the city, I think if we go back into the city and we join the group that's already in that fight, that's our best option.
but then we're leaving the other battery outside, right? Which means that the walls will still go down. But I think that's what we have to do because we don't have the resources to deal with it. If you can, like, if you can put yourself back in shape.
Yeah, I mean, that battery is already... We've already cleared out half the battery. If that was their intention on bringing down the wall, we're already significantly better than we were. And I pull out the token and look at it. If we need to keep going, I think we'll find a way.
You know, I have one of those as well.
Oh yeah, I saw you flash your shiny things.
Whoa, 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 please.
He really polishes those good.
Whoa. Whoa. Oh.
That's special wax.
If you used it, we could try and deal with the other one, with the other group probably. Of drakes. But
Do you want to use it now?
have like no chance.
I think he's just ashamed of us.
The diversion, the diversion doesn't go that far, right?
Well, what do you want to do?
Yeah, the diversion only went for the east gate. If we go, the other ones would be on further west, correct? The other battery?
Yeah.
So the diversion doesn't go that far, I think. So we can deal with them. Okay, let's go and try and relieve the forces, tell them to withdraw, and we'll withdraw with them back to the keep.
Back to the city.
Okay, which way?
I think the way that we came is probably the safest way to go.
That is exactly the direction where you are fighting, right?
Yeah, we should.
The way that we came around to the back, isn't it?
People are fighting north of the Hunter's Gate. You went out of the Hunter's Gate.
Okay. I need to look at my map again to understand what's going on.
Didn't we take this path?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
so if
now
we go
they've closed in there. What about
If
what
this
about
is the
gate
city,
2, the
if this is
moon
the
gate?
city, right?
Yep.
This is one of the, and this is the other one. You finished this one, right? You
Yep.
went out, around, and this way.
Yep.
Then the Sally came out and drew them in, so they're fighting there.
All right.
Okay, but this one here is the other battery. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
But there's probably another army here that
Um,
we haven't dealt with. So our best bet is to go here, slightly to the side, and try to regroup. More angle, but right so you can see the thing, right?
Wait, what about the Cindabar gate, number 19?
Yeah, well, if you want to move you all the way
I mean,
around,
it's a long way around the city. It is a long way around the city,
would
but
be this.
less
Obviously
likely
not
we'll be
as,
running around.
but yeah, if you want to dodge the
Yeah.
fight, it would be
But
the
I
way.
think we can.
Question is, what do you want to do?
Yeah, but if we dodge the fight, we're not. They will be fighting now for nothing, right? We need to let them know that they can retreat. Okay, this is actually something we should have thought of. No, I don't. I used to. All my other fighters generally carry a war horn, but I don't have one. Do any of the
Lewis,
soldiers
your
have
mic.
anything?
Lewis,
Hello?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
there you go.
I'm constantly just changing
problem.
mic, right? But sometimes I forget for half a second and this happens. What I was saying is
So
if any of the soldiers have a war horn, right?
so they
If any of
well
the-
right now there's
can use-
essentially 3 gates that we can get into the city from. If we go to 9, we're essentially walking into a fight. Sure, there'll be other people there fighting, but again, we're walking into a fight. Gate 2 probably going to be a fight there because we didn't have that. We still have that battery going, and they probably have an army as well. 19 is probably the only one that doesn't have a fight actively going right now. Possibly.
Yes, but then you let the army to fight for longer, which means more casualties. If we go and try to regroup with it, or at least let them know that they can retreat, right? I look at the soldiers around. They have any sort of war horns or anything? No.
Trust me, if they need to retreat, they'll retreat. But right now, we're 11 people.
Yeah, but they're doing
Well,
the fighting just to buy us time. They don't need to buy any more time. So if you could let them do that, it'd be perfect.
I think the lack of fireballs in that direction is sign enough.
Good point.
Right now, we should focus on getting the rest of us back alive.
All right, then let's go. Let's half the batteries down. They probably have 3 more of those giant drakes.
Probably, but we'll take care of them as soon as we possibly can.
Either way,
How
we should
much
not
more we
stay
can
here. If they can notice that the batteries are gone, so can the enemy. There should be some kind of scout soon. Let's move. And I guess we're taking the long way to gate 19 then.
Okay, this will take you some time. But yeah. All right. So who's leading?
I can lead. I just
I'll
not
lead. Who
not
cares?
feeling good.
I'll lead. It's fine.
All right.
I'm not dragging
Okay.
anyone, so it's easy.
Give me a survival check.
Don't expect this to be too hard.
It's 12. All right. So it takes you some time, especially since you don't see the city. You want to go right berth, so to not enter into the fight. So this takes some time, but three-quarters of an hour later, you stand in front of closed gates.
All right. Yeah, I assume there's guards still.
Not on the outside, no.
They're in the fight. How tall is the wall?
20 feet.
Doesn't matter. I approach the gates and like there's probably a side door or something. I knock on it.
No luck there?
I'm thinking.
I mean, if they're taking all the soldiers, they should still have some at the side, 1 or 2.
Absolutely. I'm just thinking if they would open the gate.
No, but they could talk to the persons outside.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking. If they.
Yes.
All right. You hear like a boom coming from the inside.
Great. It's Thorin Firehammer! We've just returned from the mission. If the batteries stopped, at least half of them, that was us. We have the tokens to prove it.
You then realize. I mean, this is something that the guards would know, right? So it's not a matter. You would then realize that the tower next to the gatehouse, the towers, have a small shooting. How they call it in English?
Murder
Slits?
holes.
Is it slits? Arrow slits? Is that it?
Murder holes.
Sure.
Murder holes? No, murder holes is stuff where you throw stuff down usually, right? Arrow slits. And after you proclaimed yourself, you hear like bars getting pulled and stuff, right? I mean, this is like heavily barred, combat-ready door, not just like the usual stuff that you would put in front of it, right? So this takes another 5 minutes or so until the door, one of the doors actually, slightly opens.
Oh, they don't have a... Okay, interesting.
Yeah, and when it does, behind it you see like there's a lot of different timber, right? It was probably like propped up against the inside of the wall of the
As
door.
help. Alright,
Yes.
I'll squint through. I don't need them to open the door too much.
Yeah. I mean, everybody just like shuffles through, right? All right, done. They kind of look you over, but like you can identify yourselves, and the guards certainly can also, right? So it's no problem.
What's the situation? Have you heard of the army from the north?
No, we're stationed here to
Alright.
report if anything approaches from here as well.
Do you have
We're
any
running.
horses we can use?
No, they're all somewhere else.
We can try and pass by here, or we can go to Warnblade, or we can go directly to the gate, which is probably our best bet for now.
So basically,
Just to
let
the
you
plaza.
start to like bar the stuff again, right? I mean,
Yes.
All right, let's head back to the soldiers then.
Yeah, we need to let them know that they can return. So we'll go to the plaza and ask if there's any soldiers there.
Yeah, the plaza is empty right now. You actually need to move all the way up to around the gate, and you see that there's like several people coming in and other people like pushing out, kind of rotating, fighting.
All right. I look for anyone in command here.
Absolutely, find them.
All right. It's
That's
done.
my name.
The battery is down, as I'm sure you've noticed. You can call this attack back.
Easier said than done, but yes, we are doing it that as we speak. We haven't seen any shots for a better part of half an hour, so we thought you might as well be dead or, well, finish your job. Now you stand here. Was waiting for a word, but yeah.
Well, we can teleport, but we can do walk around. If you need help with evacuation, we could help. Otherwise, we'll go report to Warnblade.
If you found any news, you can speak to the captain or Hornblade.
I did. Those batteries, they're giant siege drakes. Only the way I can describe them.
It's a pretty good description. All right. So what do you want to do?
Guess we'll go back to Warnblade since we already delayed the message and they're already retreating. I offered help, he didn't ask, so I'm thinking he has it handled. Just reach Mike, right? So you don't get the thing. So let's report to Warnblade and see what he's found.
As you kind of just turn around to move to the Silver Moon castle. What is it actually? High Palace, it's called. If you turn around and move to the High Palace, there's a was it a messenger? There's a messenger coming from the Eastern Gate. Please come. We need help. They broke through the Moor Gate. Come.
I immediately get on Samson and go.
Yeah,
Who's probably here at this gate.
absolutely. And also others who are came in as they were rotating and starting to retreat. So more and more people were kind of starting to pour in. Also they most of them again were on horse, right? So they also kind of start to move to the other side. And
okay, if we're rushing to the Eastern Gate, you said?
Yeah, the Moor Gate.
So
one
you mean the
closest to this
Western?
one.
The Western Gate.
Western. Yeah, Western. Sorry,
Okay.
misspoke.
All right, if that's what we're doing, then I think now's a good time to activate our tokens.
All of
I don't
you?
know about you guys, but
I think
I think I need to.
I mean, you don't need to use it at the same time.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and activate mine then.
Let's see what I'm doing. I still have second wind and the potion did heal me up, so barring accent surge, yeah, I should be fine for now.
So I should be able to take a short rest now then, right? If I'm activating that? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
So
God.
as you do, everybody would see Marlene's skin turn even paler than she usually has, and her tattoos kind of light up in a silvery white, I guess. And her wounds kind of start to knit together. Her bruises heal up, and you still feel worn out from the battle. I mean, that doesn't just get away, but you feel a lot better. You feel refreshed.
Okay.
You want to use more?
I will be using more hit dice. I'm just trying to see how many I need to do.
Yep.
Tell me how many you used, by the way.
Mhm.
I just used 5.
Doesn't
on them.
matter. Doesn't matter. All right. So I think on that note, we can also. I mean, I have all this stuff planned out, but I'm super tired.
Yeah, and super bad.
So yeah, I really need to go to bed.
Okay.
Aw.
So on your way to the Moor Gate for next session, I think we're gonna call it here though.
Yeah, it also gives you time to think how chords was going.
All right. Favorite moments from today's session. Let's start with Emmy.
The one Julius's double crit.
Okay.
Because nobody gets double crit but an NPC. Well, I guess the other one one of the other ones got a double crit. So yeah.
Yeah.
NPC trying to show me up.
Well, sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. Hey, they're on your side. Be grateful.
Yeah, it wasn't one of the Drakes getting a double crit.
Right. I didn't crit at all today, so. All right. Yeah, it was pretty fun. Lewis.
For me, I think it was the way Wendell Ornblade when we came back with Malin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because after what she did, right, he'd have this conundrum where he needs her help, but at the same time he's really pissed at himself, right? And I think you played those 12s very well.
Thanks. Alex.
Definitely enjoyed going through that moment with Hornblade, especially being asked whether or not I'd die for the party. But and I mean, I guess we'll find out. So close today to dying for the party.
You tried.
I tried.
You gave it a
Making-
good effort. College
making-
try.
I need to try harder. Oh gosh, yeah, no, I think that was a favorite moment was that fight and just kind of throwing it all in there, knowing that I had no key points and everything. That was fun.
Well, you had a lot of friends with you. That helps too.
Oh yeah. What would we do without Jules and Jules?
And Charles Porkins. Damn you, Charles Porkins.
Hey, that was Charles Porkins the second that died. The OG is still around.
All right.
Maybe I'll remember his second win.
God, I hope so.
Okay. Yeah, and with that, close the session down.